God damn it, it did it again. I'm going to hit the button that says share, so it will go away.
What if it doesn't? What if you hit it and then it...
It has brought up a dialogue box. Share your sub anniversary in chat. Let Slyo9 know you've been subbed for 20 months. I think I let you know that using my human words, but...
yeah, but...
Goodness. The chaos starts early. Starts often. So, hello everybody. I am here, Slyo9, and I am here with a couple of my great friends. Kaz is here.
I'm here.
And Gnomebitten is here as well.
I'm gonna try and make things worse.
Well, I've got news for you.
Usually what I do.
I've got news for you. I'm going to read off the little bit of this format,
okay.
just so that people are aware of what we are doing today.
Yeah, because I don't know, so I welcome information. So
the information may or may not be useful here. Is what I am finding. Q-Boy, thank you for the sub as well. So Chaos Phantom Swiss Draft League, which I believe is a final boss in some.
It's like that's the boss you fight in League of Legends, right?
Oh God, it's a League too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
So,
because, okay, here's why this being a league isn't fair. What if we get, like, a whole bunch of Kamigawa packs?
Alright, I'm going to read this off. Chaos Draft starts tomorrow. This is the announcement for it. Flex your deck building skills during this week's Chaos Draft, a format that requires players to contemplate meta archetypes over the curated archetypes typically found in a cube. Chaos Draft runs from February 13th through 27th. Plenty of time to smash face with pandemonium. This iteration of Chaos Draft includes the following sets. Modern Masters 2015, Eternal Masters, Modern Masters 2017, Iconic Masters, Masters 25, Ultimate Masters, Vintage Masters, 7th Edition, 8th Edition, 9th Edition, 10th Edition, Magic 2010, Magic 2012, Magic 2013, Magic 2014, Magic 2015, Magic Origins, Core Set 2019, Visions, Urza's Saga, Urza's Legacy, Aether Revolt, Apocalypse, Shards of Alara, Darksteel, Alara Reborn, Eventide, Avacyn's Restored, Guild Pact, Betrayers of Kamigawa, Judgment, Champions of Kamigawa, Kaladesh, Dragon's Maze, Khans of Tarkir, Dragons of Tarkir, Legions, Dominaria, Lorwyn, Dark Ascension, Eldritch Moon, Fate Reforged, Future Sight, Gatecrash, Mirror and Besiege, Hour of Devastation, Innistrad, Morningtide, Mirrodin, Oath of the Gatewatch, Scourge, from New Phyrexia, Shadows of Innistrad, Ravnica, Theros, Ravels of Ixalan, Rise of the Eldrazi, World Lake, Return to Ravnica, Zendikar, Time Spiral, Torment, Guilds of Ravnica, Ravnica Allegiance, and Conflux.
Okay.
So,
And now it's time for the quiz.
So, yeah, who all caught those? First,
name 10 of the sets.
I felt really good getting through that. Actually, that felt really good.
That's good. I think if we had planned that, we would like go 1, 2, 3, like each say one in the next one in the list.
Ooh, and
yeah. So like each individual person has a good break between what they have to say, and we get to like talk over each other a little. But because we're in Discord and it's gonna like auto duck us, that might not actually turn out the way that I want.
I had missed whatever we were talking about.
Oh no! Oh, do you need me to repeat? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, say no.
Say no.
Okay. So yeah, we have a chaos format. There's a lot of sets available in it. Not all of the sets, if you were listening carefully, you may have noticed. Okay. I don't know how these sets are sorted in this list, by the way. Like, why is Conflux the final set in the list?
Because it's the most chaos.
Like, I don't like. I don't
actually know.
I thought maybe it was like alphabetical, but it's not. And then
hold on. How about it's the order in which they decided to add them?
Okay, that was
like, no, we need more.
More chaos. More chaos. All right. Thank you for the sub, Burnhead, as well. We are going to jump on in and let chaos reign.
And in case you're not familiar, the artwork on the pack of Chaos Draft there is Chaos Charm. I believe that one's from Visions.
Yeah.
I forget if it's Mirage or Visions.
Man, I hope we don't get too many of those packs.
That is the original Charm cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where you had things like destroy target local enchantment as text. Does anybody here know what a local enchantment is?
Charms.
I think I actually do. A local enchantment is what an enchantment is, but not a global enchantment, because those affect everything. Because there's only one global enchantment in play at one time.
Close. I believe it's auras.
Yeah, that was the proto terminology for auras. Anything that was like enchant creature, enchant land, enchantment. There was an enchantment.
Yeah, because they were locally located on a card. You know, it's like a moat is a global enchantment because the moat affects everything. Pacifism is local because the weather forecast only has it affecting, Juzam Jin.
Yeah,
I think Funeral Charm was the one that actually got played at all. It also had some of the best art. It could kill a creature and could also use instant speed card.
So I'm gonna predict it right now. Charms are gonna come back in style, man. If we don't have charms in the next set, then we're gonna have to. We are going to have them in the set after that. Absolutely.
It was very odd to have a Ravnica set that didn't have charms, right?
They specifically talked about that in one of their articles where they were just like, and it bothered me because they said, like, we didn't do charms here because we thought we couldn't do another good cycle of them, and then it's like, well, why are the guild mages here?
And then mind you, those guild mages are just terrible.
Yeah.
They're pretty bad. I love how the Orzhov guild mage is, like, cribbing off of Boros.
Ooh. All right. Okay, also, thank you, Copper Popper, for the sub. All right. So our first pack, Urza's Saga. We have a Sandbar Merfolk below the cup, but we have Glorious Anthem as our rare.
Yeah, this is actually a fairly good powered
The archetype of playing creatures.
Mm-hmm.
I like that as an archetype.
We also have, just looking at powerful cards, we have Victimize, which I don't think we can draft to make this work. Befell, which...
that got a reprint.
Befell's DC.
Yeah, we have a lot of cycling cards, like Disciple of Law. Colorless Removal in the Pit Trap.
Can we get every Rune of Protection and just be that guy?
No, I don't think we can.
No,
I'm going to guess that we cannot. Oh, also nice Azorius logo and Rune of Protection. It was here the whole time.
So yeah,
sure. Everybody loves Goblin War Buggy.
So because the Glorious Anthem is a powerful enough effect, +1/+1 your team is something that, like, we can win and play around. I like this. This is something, tokens are a type of build that every...
Okay, so we got a Time Spiral pack.
Oh my goodness, a Time Spiral pack.
Oh no, Phantom Worm with Glorious Anthem!
It would be...
It's an invincible 2/3/1!
That's kind of cool.
That works with any of the phantom creatures, but because this is Time Spiral, there's all of them.
Spectral Force is kind of gross.
This is a damn 8/8, and if we find any way over the course of 24 different sets to untap this, or are playing against the black opponent, that's cool as hell. I love as you're mentioning the Phantom Worm, but...
Yeah, Phantom Worm is just like a fancy crawl worm otherwise.
Yeah.
Well, I mean... Like, read it carefully. That's a lot more than a crawl worm.
Yeah, it is more than a crawl worm, but it's hard to. It becomes a spined worm.
I miss cards like Spectral Force that are like, again, I love cards with drawbacks to work around rather than cards that are just.
Oh no!
Are you ready?
Oh god, the Deathbringers! How do you cast this spell?
All right, to read this aloud, destroy 2 target non-black creatures unless either one is a color the other isn't. They can't be regenerated.
So what does that mean? Players at home?
Okay, they can't be black.
Black?
Cannot be black.
Uh-huh.
And you destroy them unless...
Destroy them unless either is a color the other isn't. So if they're both the same colors, then they are destroyed.
Yes. Is
Haunted
Hunt-
Angel.
How bad
Haunted
is Haunted
Angel
Angel for us?
kind of bad. If they do kill it, then they get the 3/3.
Yeah. Cheap beef though.
Yeah.
Flying block and
Could be.
I don't know, man. That seems pretty decent, and it gives them a black permanent, which untaps our spectral.
Oh,
Okay,
bam,
guys.
bam, done.
So now we got AVR. No, this is Dark Ascension.
Yeah, this is whoa. Fateful Hour, your other creatures have vigilance?
Hey, we're just getting everything.
Oh my god! It's just all combos with spectral force. What is this?
Yeah.
Burden of Guilt's also just like solid removal.
I don't know. That's
In a
kind of
way.
removal.
It's okay. It's jank removal.
I feel like jank removal is what we're going to be stuck with a lot. Obviously, like, Immerwolf is a strong card in Dark Ascension, but there's no way we're going to have any of the other...
Yeah,
Right.
this is just like a skirk.
Yeah, pour one out for Hunger of the Howl pack. This completely unreasonable card when it's on.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
that
3
card's so
+1/+1
dumb.
counters.
It's a
Yeah.
popper staple.
I'm thinking I want to pick up some removal.
Okay, it's not horrible removal, so yeah.
Yeah.
We're passing up on an Earth Elemental. Oh no, Fifth Dawn.
No, this is Dark Steel.
No, Dark Steel. Yeah.
So Purge, which is destroy an artifact or black. Ooh, how about Razor Golem?
Razor Golem could be okay.
Maybe 4 planes. Maybe we don't end up playing the Spectral Force at all, and we could just have a free 3/4 vigilance.
Yeah. Have that come down on, like, turn 4 or 5 as, you know, almost nothing. Chimeric. Egg.
Egg.
Whenever your opponent casts a non-artifact spell. Oh, that's actually a lot better in Chaos Draft.
That is a lot better in Chaos Draft, but it's still you
Like,
get a 6/6 for
I mean,
1 turn every
yeah.
3 turns.
Yeah.
That's the real nasty part of it.
That was Chimeric Idol. Maybe talking about something else.
Ooh.
Okay, reasons to be green.
Yep. This is
Do we want planes or forests?
shit.
Oh no! I
What
think if that was Oaken form, I'd be way more in on it than Blanchwood armor. Pig or an axe?
I think we can totally replace pig, right?
Well, heck, I feel like we can replace Axe as well. One of the things is that we do have sets where Bone Splitter exists.
Yeah. What's
I
the
don't
most
think we're
powerful?
going to get past those.
Sure.
here.
Yeah. What's the most powerful card in the pack? It's Blanchwood armor, but only if we're green.
That's probably enough of a reason to pick
Yeah,
it.
I'm willing to hedge on that.
Okay, what if we were to watch the entire time?
Wow.
Wow. Dang.
We get better Watch Wolf nowadays. How sickening is that?
It's pretty sickening.
A little bit. So one thing to notice is that black, like, our colors do look a little bit taken at the moment. Like, luckily it doesn't look like they're taken as a pair, but they're taken individually.
So we could...
Well, you know, it looks like we have a green player and a white player, but not a green-white player.
Nothing here looks all that powerful, right? Like,
the
I
other
wouldn't
thing
say
is-
that Tidewater Minion is a sign or anything.
the other trick is that all of... It could
Yeah.
just be the Signet, but all the black cards in here suck, so that's one of them.
Ooh, now we're on Megamorph, so...
Area Bowmasters is okay. Lightwalker is harder.
Lightwalker is flying as long as it has a +1/+1 counter.
Yeah.
The Ancient Carp.
Call that a wish coin crab nowadays.
And Keeper of the Lens.
Oh my god, you may look at face down creatures you don't
Yeah.
control anytime.
Norwood Ranger is pretty good.
It's like, I think this is fine because it's both we can play it on, like, if we're off green, but 3/4 reach for 4 is like a good stat line.
He's DC.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Alright, here's our pack back. We can pick up...
You can pick up Earth Elemental, or a Lull, or
Yeah.
a Rune of Protection Blue.
And if we want a sideboard, I just want you to, like, appreciate this tree folk. I really like the tree folk from this era, where it's just like they're these happy little trees walking
They're
around.
kind of storybooky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hey, like, 4-cost 4/5 ain't bad by any stretch.
I'm gonna believe
think the black one from
Yeah, that one's really good.
Rev.
I'm gonna believe in sideboards, is what I'm believing in there.
Okay.
Oh!
Heck.
Wow.
Yeah, Ivory Giant kind of
if you can
dumpy.
actually suspend that on turn 1, it's
Yeah.
nonsense.
Yeah.
What does Safe Haven do? That's an old card with a lot of text, and that's a land that doesn't
Yeah,
tap
you
for
exile a
mana.
bunch of your things, and then you sacrifice it to bring them back.
Yeah, it says it's the Wrath tool. I think I like that better than Sprout.
I mean, it's sort of like Safe Haven is sort of like you are immune to removal because they try to use removal on your guys. You just put them in the Haven.
Divine Light's kind of like is a one-sided fog, right?
Well, it's creatures would be dealt.
Yeah, so
But it's a sorcery.
2 creatures you control.
Oh, it's a sorcery. Okay, that's why it has that text.
Oh, yeah.
It's a sorcery.
And here we can kind of see a color not being taken because literal hill giant wolf.
Hinterland Hermit is so sad for a werewolf. 1/1/1.
I mean, that gets real good if we actually find.
Come on, Hatchet. No, we got Inspired
We
Charge.
didn't pick the.
Yeah.
We picked Blanchwood Armor over Marauder's Axe.
Yep.
As he could have wheeled though.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Totally good.
I think.
Now,
I know that Bone Splitter is a whole hell of a lot better than that, but it's.
Yeah, no, the Rune of Protection was for when we fight blue-eyed flies.
Hey!
Oh no, Kamigawa! No,
Hey,
this
no,
is
no, but-
Saviors though, right? This is the good one.
No, this is Betrayers.
Betrayer, that's the good one. Ronin War Club's a good equipment, right? It's medium equipment. Yeah.
I'm gonna note our rare, the slumbering.
Discard a Spirit or Arcane card.
Mhm.
Yay!
So we're going to have to pick cards from this pack based off their merits.
So
not off
luckily,
the text.
we get first pick here, which means like if we were in black, we'd immediately pick our Cuba Gang Shinobi. But like Split Tail Miko is strong enough for being able to like be removal and make combat really hard. Heart of Light is
that makes any kind of board basically a nightmare.
yeah. So I think Split Tail Miko is kind of our pick for making the boards. If we're like other cards in here of use, honestly, I think the Okiba Gang Shinobi is the best, and then like maybe the War Club and.
Heart of Light isn't the worst, but it makes it into a wall of fog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's gaseous form color shifted that's existed for like forever.
Yep. So.
Roar of Jukai is only on defense.
Oh, speaking of Kamigawa, here's some more.
Oh man, we could get all the Hondens. We'll have be so good.
I want you again appreciate some of the just overwhelming text in here of deal 1 damage to target spirit or
God.
at the beginning of your upkeep put a devotion counter on Pious Kitsu, and then if a creature named 8.5 tails is on the battlefield, gain 1 life for each devotion counter on Pious Kitsune.
This pack's just empty, right?
This pack has a 2-mana 2/1.
Yeah.
The best card in here is either Ronin Houndmaster, which is a good.
Yeah, Ronin Houndmaster is a good Grey Ogre.
And Mystic Restraints, a decent removal spell that we see a lot of these days.
Yeah, the Flash Frost.
But like Orochi Ranger is an okay too. It's a piker that like when it deals damage, it makes that creature tap and not untap.
If we saw a lot of oh no, my favorite card in all of Magic.
Oh man, someone's gonna have the morph looking guy, and then they'll see that we have a Titanic Bullvox.
Oh yeah, they'll get to know that we have Titanic Bullvox, or we whatever a permanent is turned face up. Counter on
So I'm gonna
it.
make a case for Fierce Empath.
Fierce Empath is
6 CMC or greater, which we actually have a good search for that.
yeah. We have it also gets the Ivory Giant, but
I like that.
Right? Like it's the guy who enters the battlefield and
like does a something.
cantrips, like put it into your hand.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the
Tutors
6
for the damn thing.
There's a lot of this set's theme in here too, because we have Dragon Wings and Dragon Breath, which also both care about 6 CMC.
Yeah, these are both like really the strongest of that cycle as well. The one that gives haste, the one that gives flying.
Those are both better cards than. No, Fierce Empath is a noted EDH card.
And here we are in 10th edition. We get Spirit Link.
Ikathan Priest is a passable pump, right? It's kind of expensive though. There's also Youthful Knight,
3
which is
for +1/+1.
Mhm.
Oh man, Youthful Knight is kind of good, right?
Yeah, especially like we do have a number of pump effects. Our Glorious Anthem obviously is our like big one, but like we have a couple others like Blanchwood Armor
Yeah.
on that or
Blanchwood Armor, Inspired Charge.
Venerable Monk's great because the art's really good, but also he was called a Venerable Monk before Monk was a creature type, so he was just cleric.
Mhm.
And then because his name is Monk, they had to make him a monk.
Yeah, what if they print a monkfish? Do you think that it would have to? Oh no, righteous war!
Righteous War. No, they did print a monkfish, remember?
Wait, they did?
Pearl Lake Agent.
Oh, for
It was
God's
a monkfish.
Yeah.
Parapet.
I want you to enjoy the text. You can make
It has
cast Parapet
substance.
as though it had flash. If you cast it anytime a sorcery couldn't have been cast, the controller of the permanent it becomes sacrifices at the beginning of the next cleanup step.
The lion is okay. It's a 3-mana 3/1 with a ability that does anything.
Sure.
What else is there? What's Spider Climb? Yeah, it's got substance.
Yeah, Brass
Okay.
Talon Chimera is here.
First
Yeah,
strike.
Put a +2/+2 counter on target
+2/+2
Chimera.
counter.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Ooh, Memorial to Glory. The Trapper's not that good. Memorial's okay.
I like token generation again when we have the anthem.
Windgrace Acolyte's the best card in the pack. Other than Memorial's probably better for us because we have the.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no one is in red. Like Kelton Overseer is pretty sweet if you.
I feel like there's gotta be ways to make this good when you have infinite sets around.
They do
How
keep
does-
printing equipment.
They do keep printing bad equipment. Oh man, Steward of Valoron.
Wow.
Sigil Blessing.
God damn! So,
We just get
Bonkers.
as I mentioned, there are people around us in white, there are people around us in green, but there's no one around us in green-white.
we could even have Excommunicate's not the worst.
Yeah, and Mastodon is a playable one. Hell, I'm even fine with. But so, what do you both like here? Steward versus Sigil Blessing is, I guess, what I'm looking at.
I like Steward more than Sigil Blessing.
What's our
I tend-
creature
I
count?
don't. I don't go in for combat tricks that much.
Yeah, I think Youthful Knight single-handedly makes Sigil Blessing really powerful, but I do
Yeah,
like the
probably
Steward.
right.
I like the ability to have 2s on time that are really, really strong. I think that. Oh my god, the stack is white bordered.
Oh no! White
yeah,
border.
white border. Oh no! Look! A 2. No wait, there's a Glory Seeker in this pack. We could have a 2 on time.
Oh my god, I'm taking a sideboard naturalize.
Yeah, it seems worthwhile.
Check out this white bordered pack.
We
Oh.
don't want it in our main deck.
Mhm.
Oh Lord.
Sizzle.
Check out this Youthful Knight.
Yeah, Saber-Toothed Tiger. Did you know red cards used to be worse than white cards? They
That's
still
a
are.
reprint from Ice Age, if you can
Mhm.
believe it.
Every card in this set is a reprint.
And as we had kind of expected,
Yeah, the next 2 packs are going to be empty. That's just like a 4-mana 4/4. And that the Baku doesn't do much.
no, the Baku doesn't do anything. I'm gonna.
It's a Squire.
Pick up the demon in case we get a powerful black splash that, I don't know, Call to Glory.
Untap all creatures you
Untap
control.
them. No, we want ways to untap creatures, right? Because of our Spectral Force.
It's kind of loose.
Kitsune Riftwalker or Ronin.
It's hard to
Warhound Master.
cast.
It's hard to
It's
cast.
Two irrelevant protections.
Yeah, Spirit and Arcane.
Spirits could matter if our opponent got a lot of Avacyn Restored Dark Ascension
I mean,
cards.
We'll put that in the
What if they
sideboard.
got some spirit tokens that they can no longer block with? Yo, okay, hey, that's a 6 that you can play for 3 mana.
Yeah, we get it with our Fierce Empath.
You reveal, and then
We could also not play a Sulfuric Vortex.
Sure. Let's.
oh my god, Natural Spring, is that real?
Yeah.
Yep, it's gain
Is
8
that
life.
a real card?
You can
That is
hit
a
life for
real card.
5. Alright.
No, I was just talking about expensive sorceries.
For
It's unaffected.
5.
You mean you don't want to?
Oh,
We've
target player gains 8 life.
Well,
that makes sense.
just in case.
We've talked about how much life does a card have to gain you for the card to be worthwhile. And I think the answer we came up with was like 30.
All right, so here we are in
That's weird. In Portal and Portal Second Age, Natural Spring says you gain 8 life, which is not what the card says currently. How do you square that?
I know you like Swift's Justice a lot.
There's not Giant Spider.
It's not Giant Spider. How uncastable are Vassal Soul and Horncaller's Chant? Sadly, you can't fetch up the chant with Fierce Empath. Man, can we splash black for Stab Wound?
That's what I was looking at.
Such good removal.
Stab Wound.
Dryad Militant is pretty decent.
Yeah, what if we just have a 1 that's...
We have a 1 we can always cast. That's just the 1 mana 2/1. I love Vassal Soul's art, though, because it doesn't look like anything. He kind of looks like what a weird flying spirit should be. Or it's just a ghost with a bag over its head.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Or
2 Rav packs back to back.
Or we can literally just pick up, like, Fixing on Color.
Riot Piker. That's such fond memories of you.
Riot Piker.
Yeah. Think of Bronzebeak Moa, and we activate our land.
Yeah.
And then it attacks for 8. It attacks for...
Yeah, the Moa is just kind of good. If that were Selesnya Signet...
Again, nobody's in both green and white. I feel like we can table one of these two, right?
Like, okay, if that was Signet or if that was the Keru, the Selesnya... I don't remember what the Selesnya Keru is called. I'd be more into
also,
it, but...
our Woodcloaker, for 4 mana, hands off Trample.
Yes.
Ah, there you go. That's
Now, the real trick there is, for 4 mana, it gets +1/+1, because you flip it from a 2/2. Yeah, so for 7 mana...
Wow, we are seeing a lot of...
Okay, Pale Recluse is pretty good.
So yeah,
in some kind of world. Ooh, Bant Sureblade?
Yo.
That's just a 2/1 for us, though. Unless we have Watchwolf, Stewart, or Bronzebeak out.
Right, but when it's on, it's a 3/2.
You give it land.
Trace of Abundance is also ramp. Pale Recluse is fixing, and a big...
There's also Grizzled Leo Towel.
I mean, it's technically ahead of the stat curve for...
Yep.
Yeah, so we're going to get something out of this pack, I think, as we've said that nobody else is playing green-white.
I'm most excited about the Sureblade, but I understand that, he's
Yeah.
not on all the time or anything.
I think it's worth picking up and seeing if we can... We might... Again, a lot of the tabling, maybe we can... It'll be a little more... Maybe it'll be a little bit more... Wow!
We got an Ultimate Masters pack in this draft?
Yeah, check out this. Like, check out Wingsteed Rider, Wild Mongrel. Look at the power level difference in packs between, like, what we've seen.
Oh, actually, how good is it? Okay,
it's completely sickening compared to what we just... Like, we were thinking about first picking a Wingsteed Rider that's worse.
Yeah.
What? That Walker of the Grove is kind of really good. Can we ever cast that?
I'm picking Kitchen Finks over it.
Okay,
he's pretty big. I understand, but
yeah, if we had picked up like maybe the Trace of Abundance or something like that.
Yeah,
we did have a couple ramp choices where I'd be a little bit more.
We do have a Steward in our deck, but Kitchen Finks is just really good. I shouldn't be sad about having Kitchen Finks. It's just that I've had memories of Velder.
Whoa.
Elephant Guy.
Ugh.
What if we picked Elephant Guy?
And what is this? What is this set?
This is
a Vintage Masters.
Yeah, this is another Masters. It's got like there's just like
oh my god, Frantic Surge.
Yeah, we have literal Frantic Surge. You ever see or like
Goblin Commando? Yeah.
But no,
that was this was the set where Goblin Commando ate your fucking lunch. Do you remember that? How this was the set you drafted goblins?
I'm loving Elephant Guy. Like that is
Yeah,
It
elephant
blows
guys.
our branchwood armor out of the.
Yeah, holy shit. And like,
Yeah,
look at the rest of this too. It's like Yavi Elder, a version of that thing we were gonna first pick, but way better. Like,
even Armor of Thorns is like pretty good.
oh hey,
How many humans do we
oh
have?
god, for a second I thought.
Yes.
I thought for a second I saw this. I'm like, do we actually get is Mosler here? But no.
Yeah, no, we got a
It's
Volpe
Big
guy.
Fox.
It's
Yeah.
Big Fox.
Big Fox is here. How many humans do we have? Not a lot.
We have a lot of snakes and like.
We have a couple
Yeah,
of
Steward of
two.
Valeron is a human.
Yeah, this is a lot of our twos. Steward, Bant Sureblade, Youthful Knight. The Bowmasters are hounds. I think I'm fine having a Goliath because this is also tutorable
Yeah.
for Big Fox.
I've poisoned you with a fierce empath, and I love
Hey,
it.
no, that's a good card though. Oh wow.
It's Zendikar.
Is he like Vampire Lacerator? So
Oh my god.
there's nothing in here I want.
Relic. We could search for equipment.
Yeah, and equip it. You can equip for free.
Ah, sigh.
Another
kinda sucks.
relic crush for the board. Like, I don't
See,
really
like,
want another.
The quality of black spells in Zendikar was a cut above. Like, I think this pack represents that.
Look at this. Okay, so Shard Convergence is the hyper land grabber. Might of Alara is way good if you're in
Domains. Yeah,
domain.
also I'm back.
But check out this 6-drop.
Yeah, it's got target creature blocks this turn if able. This is a murder target creature card because it's itself is pretty beefy.
Yeah.
Plus, we can you don't have to. The trick is you also don't have to attack with it, so we can just attack with like Bronzebeak Moa. Hey, you got your
the Swift Justice.
I love me some Swift Justice. I'd like Horncaller's Chant too, but I think we are enough at the top.
Soul Tithe is so bad. I was looking at that for a second. What is that? And then I'm like, oh, this is like an Aether Eruption or whatever. This is like an old. That's a blue card that was like an enchant artifact. Got the clue.
Yep, got the clue.
Leo Tau is something.
It is a multicolored permanent.
It also is a champion blocker.
I don't hate it. Like, we have
Yeah.
enchantments and shit. Wow.
Winksy Rider. Oh man, can we target that with Elephant Guy?
Ooh.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, Armor of Thorns isn't bad.
We get all of the 2/2 flyers for 3.
Yeah, I think creatures are better than Armor of Thorns. Is just like it's got substance. It's actually we've had 2 of that thing in our pool so far. Cards with substance. Hey, and a full art mountain.
All right.
So we don't have much in the way of interacting with our opponent, it turns out.
The hope is that nobody else does either.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
picking removal here. So
I
we
think
do have
anyone who is in black might have ways to interact with creatures, but
Sure. Hopefully, we just beat them with Spectral Force, though.
yeah, there we go. That's
Yeah, they won't just kill Spectral Force. They'll.
aggression.
Okay, God, what do we do with this pile? Let's get every card from Kamigawa block out of our deck if there's any in here still.
So, I mean, to be real, Spectral Force isn't just off, you know?
Nah,
like you can run it because of the way it works, it attacks every other turn if they don't have black permanents and so on.
It's like, so really, it's just 5 mana 4/8 trample on offense.
I think the Sureblade made it because between Dryad Militant and everybody else,
Dryad
There's a
Militant
decent
makes
chance.
it actually work is one of the cooler things, and also like getting that Sphinx. And honestly, does that mean we want Leotau in the deck?
I think so.
It's
Okay.
probably
Like,
it's
I
better
know it's
than
not like the alpha beatdown kind of plan, but he's a powerful creature for
Yeah.
the cost.
it's better than Orochi Ranger,
Sure.
which I think Orochi Ranger could go maybe. I know we like 2
No,
drops, but
that's
that
the
one's
thing
really
that, like,
bad.
It taps them.
Yeah, if it deals drama damage to a creature, it frost breaths it with its snake venom, but it has to die if it touches a creature because it's a
And it has to
Python.
be. Oh my god! It has to deal combat damage specifically. You can't just give it like a ping thing.
Is Spectral Force the original Meandering Tower Shell? The original Meandering Tower Shell was from, God, the Dark or something?
Hmm.
It was a 2/4.
Um.
Oh
Okay.
Lord, was Giant Turtle? Is that right?
Yeah, I think Giant Turtle is the right name.
Ivory Giant is that's one of our more mediocre 3-drops. Yeah,
I want to cut some 3s, so that comes to mind.
and we have
It's
lots
from
of.
Legends.
I was off.
3/2/4 that can't attack if it attacked during your last turn.
Yep.
Let's look at our Fierce Empath package. Like, which of these cards do we? I think Volpine Goliath might alone make it good enough just to do, but maybe not World Shaker and maybe not Ivory Giant.
I like Ivory Giant for, so here's the cool thing about Ivory Giant. Take a look at our creature base, and you'll notice that, like, let me put cards by color.
Yeah, our green creatures are Volpine Goliath, Spectral Force, a 3/3 Elephant.
This is the entirety of the creatures that our Ivory Giant taps.
Also Racer Golem.
Oh, yep, because that is not a...
It is
Speaking
non-white.
of, oh, no, we have lots of white cards, so Razor Golem's going to be good.
Yeah, okay, how about Blanchwood? Like,
Yeah, I don't like. We got Elephant Guide. We do not need Blanchwood
Yeah, we
armor.
got the better Blanchwood armor.
I would want Armor of
Happy about
Thorns
that.
over Blanchwood
okay,
armor.
I agree with both of you on that then. But yeah, so going back to our Fierce Empath setup, I like the set of 4.
Yeah, I like these ones.
Like, the Razor Golem gives us something to grab that'll likely be cheap. The Ivory Giant gives us something to grab that'll be like a board breaker.
Yeah, because our board breakers are that and Inspired Charge, which we may or may not want.
Oh, that's still in our deck, huh?
Yeah, that's still in our deck. Like that card with like the effective card quality of a lot of decks we're going to be facing, having that effect has some value. Like we just
So I think what we might do is say, all right, we want Inspired Charge when we board out literally all of our top end and put back in the Orochi Ranger and Blanchwood armor and stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm good with cutting Inspired Charge, but I think the cards that make it fine for us are actually Gust Cloak Harrier and Wingsteed Rider, like those kinds of cards, because of
See, I feel like Anthem just does that.
Anthem does it better, but you can convert Inspired Charge into like
our first pick. Well,
Yeah.
Hey.
We have a pretty good first pick. Like, if we can like curve like Dryad Militant, Watchwolf, Anthem, like, and then our opponent. What is Chaos Draft? All of the packs were chosen at random for all 8 drafters. So our first pack was a pack of Urza's Saga. Our second pack was, God, what was our second pick?
God, I don't know, something bad.
Yeah,
Probably.
No, was it Spectral Force?
No, he was
It
Spectral
was
Force.
Spectral Force,
Yeah.
So like we got a pack of
Time
Urza,
Spiral.
yeah, Urza's Saga, then Time Spiral, and then like from there it's like, okay, well, we get Ravnica proper, Ravnica the new Ravnica. I think we picked Burden of Guilt pretty early.
We picked that over the Vigilance Earth Elemental from that block. Because we wanted to give our Spectral Force Vigilance, but then we decided, what if we picked a removal spell? Yeah, it's bad removal, but I think that's what we're going to be stuck with. As it turned out, it's our only removal
Came
spell.
back around to be very correct.
Memorial's in the deck, it's just not in the main at the moment.
Another thing to note is that this is a league, so hopefully we get paired against people who only got like Saviors packs.
So what does Gust Cloak Harrier do apart from being Wind Drake?
If it becomes blocked, you can just remove it from combat if the block ends up bad.
God!
You go, nah, I didn't mean that attack.
You can maze with it. So basically, always attack with Gust Cloak Harrier if you want to, but only if it. Notably, it doesn't save it from things like Chastise. Like it still dies.
Right. Like deal damage to target tapped creature. It's still stuff. But man, God, that's like a nightmare.
I'm a little worried about playing Haunted Angel. But
yeah,
like,
it's kind of
we could cut it.
Right, that's why I bring it up. That's because we are on 24, we're looking for one more cut.
Yeah.
Is a 3/3 is that drawback? I know we have a couple cards that deal with it, like Airy Bowmasters cleanly deals with the Angel. But that's it. Like, we only have like 1 or 2 cards that cleanly deal with that.
We could bring it in if we fight Johnny No Removal. Or we just desperately need more flying creatures.
I mean, then if they have no removal, it's just better than Gust Cloak Harrier.
Yeah.
If they have no removal, it's just a 3-mana 3/3 flyer. And then we can put our elephant guy on it, and we win.
All right, let's.
Yeah, if they have all exile removal, there we go.
It's also just pretty good against pacifism because it's like, who cares?
It's pretty funny for Spectral Force that we give them the Black Angel token and then land a...
That is why we picked the Angel.
You made the incorrect play.
I'm okay cutting the Angel because our creature count is already still gigantic. Like 18 creatures is a lot.
Yeah, it's 18 creatures, and then if let me quick do the split. Let me do the split.
Yeah.
It's like
Elephant guy, also a creature.
Anthem, Swift Justice, Burden of Guilt.
Oh my god, our one trick.
Yeah, our one trick. At least it is my Swift Justice is my.
It's your favorite combat trick. I'm just going to say that for you.
Look, I'm thinking of that +1/+2 Death Touch, real dumb card from
Coat with Venom.
Coat with Venom.
Coat with Venom was like the close second, but Swift Justice, it's got to be your favorite because it gives a lifelink. And
you just gain 99 for Spectral Force, and your opponent goes, "Oh, whoops! I guess I can't race you anymore." So,
whereas we also do have Spirit's Tail Miko in our. Or is that Spirit or Split? I can't read it. Split Tail, yeah, because it's a fox, which is also like an onboard trick thing.
So I played a lot of Kamigawa drafting because Champions of Kamigawa was when I started playing the game of Magic, just flat. Split Tail Miko was one of the most annoying cards, along with Kabuto Moth.
Yeah, Kabuto Moth.
Like the Kabuto Moth was so annoying to fight, but Split Tail Miko was very close to it because like you could never win a combat unless you were hyper overcommitted to it.
Yeah, unless your creature had like a Bushido 2 already.
So anyway, let's go ahead and let Suggestatron give us like an
island. Why an island? Hey, quick question. Why an island?
It's for Bant Shoreblade.
Hey, I forgot. I think we want to do 9/7.
We have a number of double white on 3 that mean we want to hit that, and Razor Golem.
Yes, that gives us a 10/7 split on white sources.
Is Memorial worth it? There are 2 cards in my deck that make me want to play Memorial to Glory over a Plains. And there's 1 card that makes me want to play a Plains. It's Razor Golem. The 2 cards that make me want to play Memorial of Glory over a Plains are Bronze-Beak Moa and Glorious Anthem.
I also think that lands that are spells are just almost universally better than lands that are not spells. Like the ETB lands from Zendikar, like those are worth playing over regular lands almost every time. It's really hard to like not want that kind of effect.
How good is Wingsteed Rider in this deck? There are 2 cards that make Wingsteed Rider stronger than Gust Cloak Harrier. One of them is really good, and one of them is fine. It makes it a 4/3 first strike lifelink flyer.
Now, okay, this is kind of deep, but I do have a reason for really liking Wingsteed Rider in this deck. It has a line of text on it that says flying.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, creatures with flying can only be blocked by creatures with flying or reach. So.
I really want to win a game by playing Burden of Guilt on my own Wingsteed Rider, I'm not going to lie. That sounds like... All right, I think we're all set to go. Let's go ahead and...
You good to go, Kaz?
Yep.
All right. I want to see Bant Sureblade on. I'm excited for that. We have enough.
I want to play Razor Golem on turn 3. To just never play a green card.
Holy shit.
Now we just have to cast him.
Yeah, I'm willing to keep this because we still have Youthful Knight and a Finks, but...
Yeah, we still have 2 plays.
And even like Youthful Knight with Elfin Guy is going to be fine.
But is Donovan Bane a person? It sounds like the name of like a TV show, man. Okay, here's my guess. Our opponent next turn is going to play a 3-mana creature with flying.
Monolink this. No. They're gonna play a 2/2 with flyer, or like a Talon Trooper, or a. Hey!
All right, go 10th edition. I guess the like 3-cost 2/2 flyer is their safest design ever, and they just printed a whole bunch of them.
Yep. I do think so there's a lot that is an issue to them about the reserved list. I feel like one of their greatest regrets is that Thunder Spirit is on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thunder Spirit is
Oh, poor
on it.
Thunder Spirit.
Yep. And the only way they could print that is if they gave red flag, which they won't.
So I like our constructed start.
Yeah.
Like, what is this garbage?
Eat it.
Eat it, nerd. We're gonna play Elephant Guy on the Finks. Go ahead and kill it, we dare you.
I mean, are we? It's kind of better on the Sureblade.
Yeah. Or even like next turn playing Liatao Youthful Knight and then going like super wide. Depending on what our opponent has. Oh, return target tapped creature if you have 2 islands. So that I'm glad that is not getting our Elephant Guy.
Yeah, it's
That's lucky.
a good card. They're gonna go up to 21 here, and then like
No. They
gain
don't.
3.
They don't have the forests.
Oh, okay. My brain said plains for some reason.
Right, gain life, plans. Yeah.
Yeah. Even though that's clearly a blue-green card. You can still ship in with Finks all day long.
Yeah,
You get to like play 2 creatures. That's kind of powerful. One of them might get monetized, so play the best one first.
all right.
Yes, we'll play Bant Sureblade and then Useful Knight. I think we play Useful Knight even. Actually, do we attack first just to see if? Well, no. If they want to trade their Selkie for Finks, the first half of Finks, just let them.
Yeah.
We don't need our Swift Justice for that.
No, I'd rather use Swift Justice on like a later attack.
Or maybe we don't.
Oh my god.
What if we use Swift Justice on
So, Visions.
Mhm.
First strike, gain 2 life, destroy target aura. Thank goodness. Wow, we
So
are.
our opponent is secretly really, really good against Elephant Guy.
Yeah.
We okay trading Swift Justice for the first half of Finks and
Or like, do I just let them kill half of Finks here for a card?
Maybe that's fine. Like the Hedge Mage is just a 2/2, right?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is just a 2/2. It's not really
Yeah,
worth
okay.
like.
yeah, I think this is good. He untaps our Finks too.
Yeah, I feel like the Swift Justice will do more for us, and then we can trade it for the other half of. We can trade it for the mage. Like, that's pretty simple.
These wacky Shadowmoor cards. Oh, the way was wasn't blue green
That was Eventide. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, here's our beatdown.
They're basically the same set, except Eventide mysteriously had mimics in it for some reason.
God, we really need our opponent to, like... I want my opponent to burn one more way of dealing with Elephant Guide before playing this. Like, our opponent is just, like, infinite ways of making, like, oh my god. Crew 6, huh?
So if they play another 2-power creature, they can crew it. And then we just put the Elephant Guy on I don't know what we would put it on.
We find a
Bant
flyer.
Sureblade. Nothing can really attack into a giant.
7/11? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, 11 is too large. Do we have any way of dealing with artifacts?
Oh, sideboard,
just-
yes.
We have a naturalize. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Sweet.
Naturalize is probably good here because they might also have a pacifism.
Like this is like I think that the Dreadnought doesn't represent a problem in this game, but it doesn't represent a problem with our game plan.
Yeah. Also, does Burden of Guilt say permanent or creature?
I would have to
Burden of
look at
Guilt
that.
Is creature
Yeah.
for sure. It'll fall on.
So, I feel like I put a Elephant Guy on Youthful Knight to try to diversify threats.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, the question is, do we, like, play a Liatao before attacking? To make sure they can't, like, get rid of Kitchen Finks and then kill the Sureblade?
I see what you mean.
Yeah, just so we have another permanent
That
play.
makes sense. Sure.
Okay, because it drops Swift Justice, but it gives us the multicolor
Yeah,
permanent.
the redundancy for the Sureblade. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Yeah.
Although if they bounce, if they did get rid of could they both get rid of Sureblade and beat Swift Justice? Like let's say they bounce Kitchen Finks or
I
something.
mean, a question like that is asking to be made a fool of, I think.
See, here's the thing. The answer to that question in this is yes, because there's 50 sets on the table. Like,
yeah. Okay. So they get to draw a card, but we get to attack for 2.
I want them to trade because I want more of their power off the board.
Right?
Yeah.
Probably.
They're absolutely not going to trade. Yeah.
Like, oh my god!
Oh,
really?
wow, yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Is their last card? Nope. Okay.
Nope.
No mighty leap.
All right, sweet.
So they crack their clue end step.
Blue White's going to have trouble jimmying up 4 power off a single creature.
2 cards in
They
hand.
have 2 cards in hand, so they could both be like Gray Ogre.
Yeah,
and then
double
that would
Gray
give
Ogre
them
does
enough.
it. Double Gray Ogre does it, and then we're just looking for any of our flying creatures.
Yeah, well, one of the things about it too is that like if they do have 6 power and they want to hold back the Dreadnought to be blocking, they have to be holding back a lot.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of first strike. Nice.
Okay. I also discovered something. I know a card we're sideboarding out. Did you know that Ivory Giant is in our deck?
Well, yes, obviously Ivory Giant has a lot of games where it's just like, oh, whoops, this card doesn't
Yeah.
function.
They've shown us the one white creature.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe they have only 2 creatures in their deck. And this any creature is good. No, I'm not. I'm actually agreeing with you. I think that was hasty of me to say that the giant wasn't good against the 2 creatures they've shown us.
Like, I don't know if Naturalize is good enough to bring in. Like, if they just can't use the dang Dreadnought, then
Exile target enchantment.
good god. Well, I think we know what we're boarding out.
This is
Yeah,
like the 5th
our
card
opponent-
that makes this bad. Like,
Yeah, every opponent has every answer to Elephant Guide imaginable. If only we could kill our own Useful Knight in response.
and this card's well worth main decking because of the cycling. That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
I think we can still leave in Glorious Anthem, though.
Yeah, that's so much of a bomb that
Yeah.
it's like their other answers to Elephant Guide are also not answers to Glorious Anthem. Like the Selkie doesn't answer to Glorious Anthem.
Selkie doesn't do it.
And even Hope Charm is destroy target aura.
Yep.
Ha! Oh my god!
They held back.
That's because they're at 11.
Yeah. That means they intend to trade, although there are
They
currently no
can't
creatures
really
which they can trade with.
Yeah.
We have 1 card in hand, so I feel
They have a safe block that prevents 1 damage, but it's probably not winning any wards.
We hold planes.
I'm holding
Yeah.
I'm holding planes because of
We have to draw another land before we can play Ivory Giant anyways. No, we don't. We can just draw and play it if we draw it.
yeah. Well,
But we make sure to play it post-combat.
no, it doesn't tap anything.
Well, yeah, non-white. That's right. Yeah, just play it whenever. Just play your 7 mana 3/4.
Yeah, I could have been rude and killed that. Oh my god.
Inspiration, the old art.
It's just a person going,
Oh!
oh!
I was like, oh, I have a red background.
When you feel inspired. That's an instant, by the way. Just
Yep.
Yeah, well, they are
They probably drew it, if I had to guess.
Okay, the game has ended.
So one of the
Okay.
Ready for the beatdown.
one of the advantages of not using Swift Justice to kill their Wild Griffin there is that they do not know this card is in our deck.
Yeah. So, speaking of not knowing what cards are in their deck, they don't have a lot. That cycles. It's probably worth bringing in.
That's half their.
New source of your choice.
It's got to be like half their things, right?
I bet they have flying blue creatures.
Probably. I mean, let's take Elephant Guide out because they have so much.
That was
Oh,
fierce.
that was. Oop, I misclicked.
Yeah, sorry about that.
All right.
Yeah, that's okay.
So how do we feel on naturalize with just the one known target? And do we want to go higher?
I think naturalize might. They're fairly likely to have a pacifism type effect. We didn't see it, so it would just be
Right.
for the boat. But if we're just attacking on the ground, we can't get through the boat.
Yeah.
These are really marginal
Yeah.
decisions.
The reason I don't hate it is because if they have the boat, we rely on our flying creatures, and if they have a flying creature and we don't have swift justice, we can't attack with our flying creature. No, we can with Wingsteed. With the Gust Cloak Carrier, we can attack into their into their two as much as we want.
Yep, we can attack into anything. So I'm bringing out Ivory Giant for as mentioned, we only saw 2 creatures out of our opponent, but like we can reasonably assume that a chunk of their deck is white creatures.
So I think I know a card that is in our opponent's deck.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's what is it called? Cognivore.
Ooh.
Oh,
The card was a part of a combo, wasn't it?
oh, I thought this hand was awful until I realized what Memorial of Glory was.
Yeah, this is plains.
I think this is a good hand.
Yeah,
This is a hand
agreed.
where we might be cycling that rune at some point, but I like this hand.
Seriously, I evaluated this hand from the side and didn't recognize this as a lance. I was like, oh god, the awful one-lander, but it's like, oh no, thank goodness for...
It's a 2-lander.
Like,
I'll keep a 2-lander on the draw.
Yeah,
'Cause I
who's
don't
the
fear-
statue in Memorial to Glory?
I'm
supposed
pretty
to
sure
be?
that is Mr. Gerard Capuchan, if I had to guess.
Yeah, okay.
love
Memorial to remembering what magic cards used to be.
Yep. Hey, Tranquil Cove. The
eh.
Vintage Masters one. Or not vintage.
Oh
Okay.
no! Memorial to Glory!
Rip.
Ways in which
Worse than planes.
worse than planes.
Oh, I love Kithkin Zealot.
It's a highly playable creature. Hey, Kavanaugh got the gold slime.
Oh, thank you very much for the sub.
Hey, we got our Sureblades on.
Oh, that's really good.
And Baltimore's on fire.
Yeah, there's fire here.
Oh no. Oh,
Fire's in the...
one thing I can bring up is apparently there's updated like more emote slots. So I have an idea for emote number 2.
Oh no, a morph.
A morph.
It could be anything. Literally could be anything.
Well, yeah, this could be so many things.
It's Exalted Angel, we're dead. We can't beat Exalted Angel. Our deck can't do that.
Oh, that's really good. So we can play Finks here on time.
Yeah, better than Leo.
Nice.
The Grizzled Leo Tau. Ooh, it's Master of Pearls. Oh no, don't say that. Don't put that ugliness out in the world.
Eh,
Actually,
I still feel it's okay to attack with our dude.
I think
Yeah.
it is too.
I'm not so afraid of morph that this one's for you, morph.
This one's for you, Morph. Actually, this is weird. I remember them having added the old morphs back to being the morph token.
Oh, the
When
little
they
spider crab thing.
Yeah, they did that for one of the master sets. But I think
Mm.
they go back to this thing.
Wait! Does that
Does
have
that-
a set logo?
Yeah, does that tell you what? Nope, it just says Magic Online
Magic
logo.
Online. Mm.
Okay,
The
so
ol-
here's a question. Now, when we're playing cons, there's the rule that a morph cannot beat a 2/2 in a fight without costing 5 mana to flip.
Yeah, this is not cons. This is every
Yeah.
Right. So my question is, am I still attacking with both of my creatures?
We could be. How dope would it be if we played the rune first and their morph was a blue creature?
Prevent that damage to you.
Oh, that's right. I'm dumb.
I think I just attack and see what happens.
Like, I don't want to look up every single morph.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
That
sucks.
let's let
fate
just go.
decide. Because like the other alternative is to play Split Tail Miku and pass.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you for
Okay.
making that decision for me. Oh my god.
Okay, we're playing Split Tail Miku and passing.
Yeah, because Split Tail Miko makes the future brighter.
I keep saying Miku because of Miku Hatsune, which is what it should be. But I wasn't designing Magic back in the oddies, so I wasn't there to say, listen, there's a robot in Japan. She's a songstress. We should make our foxes that. Okay, it means that their morph likely doesn't flip on 4 mana, or it flips on red, and
Oh shit!
it's actually Skirk Marauder, and
Yeah,
we're dead.
we're dead as hell. If that's is that thing double red to flip? I think.
No, I think Skirk Marauder is just it's 2 and a red.
Shit, I thought it was red 1.
Nope. Skirk Marauder's good, you see.
I should have told the Shintoists to name their clerics Miku as well.
I tried, but they wouldn't listen to me. They said, please, sir, you have to leave.
Alright, what is this nastiness?
Coastal! No, we're dead! Okay, we're bringing in all of our enchantment hate, as it turns out.
That's nasty.
Yikes.
So for those who don't know, Coastal Piracy says your creatures are Ophidians. So they're going to draw 2 cards here. I think we're racing, because we can't beat them on cards.
Well,
So
I mean, yeah. So far they've cast Divination. You know?
yeah.
Like, it's not the worst thing in the whole world. The continued threat it represents is pretty big.
Yeah, like I can kind of block some of it with the
Right.
Split Tail.
Okay. I guess that means how aggressively do we want to go after their life total here? Because with the Miko lets us block pretty effectively. Like Miko and Useful Knight let us block pretty
I
effectively.
mean, we can attack for 6 and still hold up blockers for what they have. You
Yeah.
know, like a 1 Grizzled Leotau and a Miko activation, or even like Youthful Knight, Grizzled Leotau. Or like we're not ruined by any stretch.
Yeah.
And our opponent taking a third of our opponent's life total off seems pretty good as well.
Oh wait. Okay, if they do have a blue creature, we prevent the combat we prevent the damage, so they don't deal damage to us, so they don't draw the card.
Yes. I am gonna play the Youthful Knight as well.
Yeah, I do like the Useful Knight here. It's because it probably blocks their morph.
Oh, I should have attacked for 7 there. Getting it with the Miko was better if I was not going to be holding up its activation.
Right.
They could have had White Shock. What's that card called? Shock and attacking.
There are a couple of versions of it by now.
Yeah.
Ire Shaman.
Ire Shaman.
Okay.
All right,
that's
so
not as good as Skirk Shaman or Skirk Marauder.
So it's got Menace, but we can just double block it with like, oh wow, hold on, me holding back the Miko now immediately turns around to being a good thing. What the hell is this garbage? Is this real?
The Galaxy Brain.
Yeah, well, I'm playing on like.
Okay, they drew a card. Cool.
They drew planes.
I've drawn a lot of cards. I don't care.
We have a page here for Dr. Jane Brenius. Okay, so they can draw a card here if they suicide their Ire Shaman.
Yes, because I can double block with Grizzled Leotau plus Youthful Knight, and they'll get a card off of Zealot.
And they give up their ability to block if they do.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pressure was actually real enough.
So we could cast the Razor Golem now. It's just a 5/3/4 vigilance.
I think I'm good just swinging in with Sureblade plus Kitchen Finks here.
Yeah, I like that.
Right. Finks is a trade for their 3/2, but becomes a 2-1 and we gain 2 life and they lose their
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the more bodies we remove, the worse this piracy gets. So, and also opponent at 12. So,
Yeah, I like pressuring them here. And then we get to decide if we want to cast Razor Golem or the rune.
funnily enough, the rune is just not on.
Looks pretty bad
Yeah,
here.
rune's pretty bad. So which means we probably cast the Golem and then cycle the rune next turn. Gains first
Gas!
strike.
So they're gonna first strike down my Kitchen Finks.
Okay, so once again, Hope Charm trades for the first half of Kitchen Finks. Or unless they want a 2-for-1 against
Yeah, they could take out.
Blade.
They could take
Well,
out
it's
Banshee Blade.
2 for 2. That thing drew them a card.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I don't hate that, especially when you have a Coastal Piracy in play. Like,
Problem is, how are they hitting us? Like,
yeah, they have to have... Suddenly it makes sense that they're playing tap 2 target creatures investigate, just because just getting in, they could...
yeah, 3 cards in hand. So I'm gonna play Razor Golem. This one's really great for us right now, as we do want offense at our opponent 9. We also want defense.
Yeah, Vigilance is good. Do you think it... Okay, I know the word is golem. Do either of you prefer golem or golem?
I always say golem.
I like golem better. Oh,
Gas!
no!
A blue creature that could fly over us.
And cannot ever participate in combat.
Yeah, yeah. Cannot deal damage to us. Cannot deal damage to our creatures. Okay, so maybe we're playing the Root of Protection.
Yeah, that looks good here now.
Yep.
Stormbound Geist is
All of a
incredibly
sudden.
good, by the way, and that card's
This
great.
card is bonkers.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Undying is much like Persist here. When it dies, it comes back with a counter on it. Undying is plus.
Yeah. So Undying is the unfair version of an unfair mechanic. Man, for having 10 white sources in our deck, we sure are drawing a lot of forests.
I mean, we're not starved for like plays, so it's
True.
working out. And this is where they learn they cannot block with their Stormbound Geist because it is bound to the storm.
Oh, they've got a
It's too
trick.
high.
Give me flying. Jump my creature.
Oh my god, jump your creature.
No, Spirit Flare.
Tap target creature you control. If you do, it deals damage equal to its power to a target attacking or blocking creature an opponent controls.
Yes, Spirit Flare is not so bad because it
Wow.
has that flashback. It's got the deep analysis flashback cost.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to afford that, but
Yeah, it's also not as good as deep analysis. Who would have thought? But yeah, they're going to 6 here.
yeah. Well, that was actually purposeful in that set. White and green were made weaker in Torment as a
Hmm.
way to make black a stronger color. So what is
So
it?
we were,
2 on the flashback, okay.
yeah, it's 2 and 3 life.
We're actually doing it.
Yeah, I don't-
Rune of protection.
Rune of
nerd.
protection. I'm actually not certain if that's stronger than just playing Nakatl Hunt Pride there.
Yeah, it does keep them from drawing a card, and they're already backed into a corner. Like, we're ahead on board.
Yeah, wait.
Choose a source.
Aha! We put a little thing on your guy.
The next
Yep.
time it would deal damage, prevent that damage.
So wait, does that tap their does the creature they target have to be untapped for that to work?
Nope. It
Tap an untapped target
Or
creature.
tap target untapped creature you control. Yes.
Yeah.
yeah, so they could kill
Okay.
Finks with their 1/3. More likely they could kill up.
Sweet.
What if Spectral Force only had to attack once?
Yeah.
They're probably dead if we just
All out.
send in the boys. They can block Finks with their 1/3 all they want.
The problem here is that, like, even if they go, like, block, Razor Golem, and then tap and kill Youthful Knight, they have to pay 3 life to do that, and then they take 2 and 1 and die.
That's a pity. I was waiting for us to play Spectral Force and then to play some kind of anti-spirit thing from Kamigawa.
Oh.
You know, they play that 3 mana 2/1 that I got us to put on our sideboard.
Oh, shit. And then it can block, and then they take 7 from trample.
And then die.
Good old spectral forces here.
Ugh.
And
Never mind.
oh my god, counter.
Hey,
Remove
Remove Soul.
Soul.
A card they
Okay.
won't print anymore.
All right, now they need to untap and wrath me.
Then we just play the
I just-
Cuddle
I-
Hunt
no,
Pride
I just
or
activate
Cracker.
Memorial of Glory.
Yeah. Okay.
I swear to God, they have so many like junk instants in their deck.
Yeah,
They
where's the
must have
Cognivore?
Yeah.
Or like, maybe the red is in here for more than like for some sort of instant and sorcery interaction as well. You know.
Yeah. What cards do you have to have in your deck to make you want to play that card? I know the art because seen that art forever. But like Madness Blue, draw a card. What do you want in your deck to play that? Is it just
Well,
Mongrel?
I mean,
Compulsive
I would,
Search?
I would want ways to discard cards. That pauper thing. That's the white guy who gets tough.
Oh, Tireless
Tireless Tribe.
Tribe.
Tireless
Yeah.
Tribe.
Tog? Tog is a good one. I would
What
play it
about-
if I had Tog in my deck.
What about Sift?
No.
I mean,
5 mana draw 3 cards is pretty good, but
well, when you put it that way, it sounds stupid.
so if we have this 2-card combo that allows you to assemble 5 mana draw 3 cards, which
Yeah,
is
bad
okay.
Concentrate. Sweet. 2-card concentrate, my dude. Let me
How about like Frantic Search? We saw that going around. Yeah.
We had Frantic Search, and then there's like Mongrel. We saw that card. One of my favorite enchantments ever is Compulsion.
How about Liliana of the Veil?
Liliana of the Veil.
That's what they've got.
They got Liliana of the Veil.
Your average Planeswalker is so high above that card quality for Chaos Draft. I feel like they should have removed Planeswalkers from...
Okay, what if... Okay, we got our mono green start with no castable spells.
That's a bit of a grumpus. 1 land gets us 2 things.
Yeah, it gets us Fierce Empath and the Bowmaster. My problem is I don't like sitting on the 5 and 6 here.
Yeah, because the Empath gets us a 1/1 in play and a card in our hand we can't cast. There's got to be 6s better than this. Like this one. This
A
hand
removal
is...
spell, a somewhat cheaper Razor Golem.
Yeah, we got
That's
4
not
mana,
bad.
3/4 Vigilance.
Like, it's not our blistering starts, but we have so many 2-cost creatures that...
Yeah.
I'm probably
Steward
gonna draw into something
Steward
good.
is the card I want to draw here.
Yeah. I think that'll do, Pig.
How about Gus Cloak Carrier?
Yeah, that's
That's-
fine.
It's higher card quality than the average card in our deck. Also, Burden of Guilt absolutely is enchant creature.
Yep.
Enchant permanent would be too good.
Well, it wouldn't make any damn sense, and you know.
Your Planeswalker feels guilty. Your
Actually, no.
enchantment feels guilty.
No, if that was enchant permanent, that would be
Land.
Rishadan Port.
Enchant
Yeah.
Fuck.
Whoa, I want to print that card now. That sounds like it owns.
I actually wouldn't hate that card.
So if we draw planes, we get Razor Golem.
Goblin Outlander. Well, we do have.
I love
I
you,
love this
Goblin.
Goblin.
Oh my god. We cannot guilt him.
No,
But we can put
this
a
is
3/4 in front of him.
this is the most innocent Goblin.
Oh, where'd you think you got that
That's pretty
skull?
sweet. Yo, 4-cost 3/4 is pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's-
vigilance and not.
I think 4-cost 3/4 Vigilance is an exact green card we've played recently. I think it was in M19.
Mm.
I'm looking it up because these kinds of a green 4 mana 3/4 is the kind of card that just evaporates my memory. Like I can't.
All right, that's one of those things, and you're like, oh man, this used to be a good stat line back in Cold Snap.
Oh,
Mardu.
Mardu.
I wonder if they have any pay. Like, what is their payoff for this? So pretty clear from Goblin Outlander, white is the splash here.
Yeah.
Like, we can't block.
Yeah.
It's a little chip on in.
Turns out I was wrong. All the 4 mana 3/4 vigilances are all weird white cards. Vassal.
Blood
I love Blood Vassal. Yeah.
I mean, you would.
No, I love it, and also I think it's not as good as Blood Pet. I'll just put it that way.
No, it is not.
Though this does mean a 6 next turn if they want it.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully a guilty feeling 6.
A very guilty 6.
Very guilty.
What if they play like a 6 mana 3/3 or something? Because of old cards. It's like, I gotta get my.
We're fine with that because we have a 3/4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And soon we'll have Big Fox.
Like, what if our opponents just like they're playing 5-color idiocy and they're just looking at their Steel Leaf champion in their deck, going, yeah. Hey, I was right. It was a 6 mana 3/3. But no, it's gonna make a 1/1 human. So it's something. And it is guilty feeling, but I think we're going to play the Fox first.
Well, we can't play the Fox next turn.
Yeah, we can't play the Fox.
Do we just make that guilty then and get in?
I think so. I mean,
let's just attack for a lot.
Right? Like, I know that's not super exciting sounding, but turns on attacks right now.
We could get in
we
for
can also
5.
prevent them from attacking. It's like the only awkward part is when we do cast our Vulpine Goliath, we can't like stop their creature from doing things.
Yep.
Hey, that's a fine, good card. I like Tormenting Voice.
Okay. Which
it's such a decent card that they keep printing it again and again.
Hey, they played one of the swamps they drafted. Oh no! That's funny because that does not actually kill Razor Golem.
Well,
they have to,
I mean...
Yeah, they have to block. So...
Like, yeah, they can block with Human Token and kill Razor Golem now.
Okay. Coral Aperture!
Alright, so I think Naturalize comes in with... We've seen enough, but...
Heck, I think Relic Crush comes in. Look at this.
Okay, we have to... I have to read that cardboard and know what the hell it does.
Pay 5 tap, shuffle your library, reveal the top card, you can just play it for free.
Ah, I see. So this is a lot like that Chaos Wand.
Alright, I'm going to play Goliath, attack for 2 in the air, and pass.
That seems fine. We can block their Goblin forever with that.
Yeah, I want Razor Golem to block Goblin. Or, I mean, Vulpine Goliath to block Goblin.
Yeah.
Mostly, I don't want to trade Razor Golem for 1/1 Human Token.
Yeah, that's not so.
I'd rather trade it for Goblin Outlander. Oh, yeah, so X is 0, and you can play it without paying its cost. So, like, if they run out of cards in hand, they can just tap out to Aperture, because it's 5 tap.
Does that let you play it as an instant?
I don't believe so, because
I don't think so either.
I recently discovered that with. Okay, that's a good card. It's a fine card, especially for 5. It's much better at 5 than it is at 6.
Oh no! It's Blood.
I love you, Blood Pet. That's a really big 1/1. That's a helmet that it's standing on. It's like that's the size of like a pig.
I'm so happy Blood Pet's here.
So they can block Vulpine Goliath with their
Cougar.
4/4 and something and trade if they want to.
Yeah.
Everybody's posting blood. Thank you.
Thank you for all posting the blood.
But
Okay, so we just need to draw Swift Justice. Then.
Not attacking there was a mistake.
Yep, they so we just attack with Gustcloak Harrier, right? Or do we also attack? Do we want to get our good trade off Vulpine Goliath now? Like, or do we want to just hold it back? Because
So what? Chartooth Cougar and Human Token.
Yeah.
The problem is that, like, well, they
That's
only
not
have
great.
one.
They have one, but one is enough. Like 5 power will get them. They'll always be able to trade with the Goliath.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Like mountain is enough to make that work.
So your thought is we chip in for 2, get them to 9,
Or even just like,
and then
how much do we take on the crackback if we just ship in with the flyer and the Goliath? Like
Very
they block
little.
Chartooth and Human, and then they have like a 2/2 and a 1/1 they can attack us with. Of course, this does mean that no, if we draw Elephant Guy, we have Gustcloak Harrier. We're good.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in with the Goliaths because that gets us a little bit more than just Cougar off the table.
Mhm.
And maybe some trample damage. Which, any 1 point of trample damage changes the Gustcloak Harrier clock. That's the actual reason I'm in here.
Ah.
And we're at 18. We can afford this. Yeah, born in the year 1986.
Yeah, and I'm getting accused of stream sniping you, of me. They're saying I'm your
Ah,
opponent.
mhm.
With the
Because of
blood.
because you found an opponent who's both playing Blood Pet and Blood Vassal, and they're playing like a weird black-red deck. And they played a filthy goblin. So it's like, yeah, I admit, this is a little suspicious.
Like a black red deck where their big card is a double white cost. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that is the card.
we get the trade, and we get the 1 point of trample damage, which means our Gustcloak is now a 4-turn clock.
When you put it that way, they turned their Blood Vassal into a 1/1, so they could play a 3/3 flyer. That's not that impressive.
Oh, it's how
It's not that impressive this time, but you know.
Yeah, they could. They're just going to play off the. I guess you have the aperture in play. You might as well use it.
Yeah.
That must mean they don't like the cards in their hand.
And also, if they draw things like that, that's quite useless stuff, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I learned how this worked because of Genie of the Wishes of that. Ooh, they have
Holy
black
shit.
permanents.
They have black permanents.
Holy
Thing is, they
shit.
won't after we attack with Spectral Force. They will block that crap.
Yeah,
It's like-
but it's on attack. That's all that matters.
Yeah, because they got Blood Pet and the Gerblin.
Right, there's a reason that they made it a trigger like that. Otherwise, it would be too confusing. It's like, well, don't have black creatures now.
Also, yes, you're right. You're crazy. You're crazy, Pa. The Spectral Force only really has to attack.
Hey, we got an unreasonable card. Your go.
All right, we are also immune to dead ringers on Spectral Force.
Hey,
Ah,
man! I hope they flip.
This is
I want them to flip
this
dead
is
ringers.
this is Mind's Desire for 1. That's the effect.
Yeah. I hope they flip Cruel Ultimatum.
Oh my god! Like you just hello.
Ugh.
Nope, they flipped it to 5 mana 2/4. Yeah. Well, it's 4, but they paid 5 for it.
Right.
Yeah,
It's actually-
I mean,
It's a good.
they
That's a
also
good card.
draw
by
a
the way.
card. Like,
Yeah. Ooh, the Grudian.
wow.
hey, bad news. You still die.
Yeah. So they actually do. They have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 toughness. Do we attack with the Golem?
The block
Okay, they're
with the blood pet, right?
they block with Blood Pet, but then 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Now then they can. Okay, we don't attack with the Golem yet.
If we
Like,
attack on the ground at all, we want to play our card first because they have this guy that says when
Yep.
it dies.
So let's put this face down.
Yeah. We might also be cracking our Memorial.
So yeah, I'm going to attack in with the force and the gust.
Yeah, I think that's correct for now. Like next turn we can send in the Golem.
And we'll see how much they just throw under the bus here.
Yeah, they absolutely have to put. Yeah, that's absolutely what's happening. Do they do the Goblin? Because they're at 4 from the flyer. Yep. Okay.
Oh my god.
Check
They
out this.
3 for 1.
3 for 1, but 2. They've drawn some cards. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like Rotten Heart Ghoul, but of all the Pillarfield Oxen I've played, that's one of my preferred ones. How much is it to crack Memorial? Is it 5?
4.
Excellent.
So we can crack it. We just don't tap this on their combat, which I don't care about.
How much is the Megamorph on the guy?
6.
Whoa, Crypt Rats.
Crypt. Okay, let's not flip the crack the Memorial, because Crypt Rats just murders all of them. Let's see. You're seeing if they'll Crypt Rat on 2. They can only pay black mana for that, which they can do it for 3.
But life total.
Did they go to 1 if they do that? That's very true.
All right, I'm not cracking Memorial anymore. I'm also not going to take action there. I don't want to, like, give them any incentive to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The thing megamorphs into 4/5, right?
4/5, yes.
Yeah, you can probably send with it then.
Yeah, I think we send with that and Gloss Cloak Carrier and then flip.
And we don't attack with the Golem because it'll die if they activate Crypt Rats, if it deals combat damage.
But they'll die if...
That's also true. That also deals damage to...
Okay, so...
Like, that's definitely happening.
Tap that. I think I all out.
That seems reasonable to me.
Yeah. Like, Crypt Rats is not free.
Yeah, it deals damage to each player.
That skeleton.
That skeleton looks a little, like, annoyed.
I think he looks relaxed. He's just hanging with his buddies.
Yeah, maybe they don't know how to stack it. Like, how to hold priority.
It's like, okay.
So the reason I like this is that Razor Golem actually won't deal the damage.
Yeah, because they sacked it. I'm actually surprised they did that. Although it's the same either way, because if the rats would die before combat damage.
So this...
Due to the... Yep, that becomes bigger.
Well, okay.
Opponents on 2, we lost our flyer.
They are playing off the top. They were already doing that, but they also have no creatures in play to our 2 attackers.
Yeah.
They kind of get 2 draws to... Right.
Right, they get to choose which of their draws they like more. Like, you know, I do...
Yeah. Okay, they got the aperture.
What?
Forest.
What?
Whoa!
What? What?
Yeah.
Knowledge.
What? What?
Yes.
What?
They got their...
What?
They're playing...
What? What? What?
Okay,
Maybe.
so they're dead 6 ways to Sunday, right?
Yeah, unless they fog.
I don't know. Yeah, this could be fog.
They could tap 2 target creatures, investigate.
Yep.
Yeah, they were off color in finger quotes, not just playing cards for free off the top of their deck.
Fog me.
Oh my god.
Holy
Holy
crap.
crap.
Exile.
That's
That's a spicy one.
Oh my god.
Exile's a good one.
Just exile. And then Guilty Conscience does its thing.
Does anybody remember what set Exile's from? I think it's from Alliances.
What, Legends? I don't know.
Well, Alliances sounds
It's
right.
back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof,
Oh, yeah, I think it looks like it is Alliances. But we
So
can
what's next? What's next through the aperture?
Or are they playing a green spell?
Oh, they're playing Farika's Minder. That's a good one. They get back
Death Touch, probably.
yeah.
Man.
Nope, Goblin out because it has protection from
Yeah,
the
per
Cattle War.
white.
Yeah,
uh,
that makes some sense. We can. We can kill the. We can force the trade with War Hero and Farika's Minder, but that sounds bad.
Yeah.
Okay, we're looking for a flyer again. We're back to that. Or Goblin, or not Goblin. I finally said it.
Interesting.
That is a bit of a change. That means that Nakata Hunt Pride can, like, attack without problems.
Yeah, also means that we can't, you can't play that on Razor Golem, because suddenly
I
it
mean,
gets 4
unless
power.
it kills our opponent.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very true.
So what if the model here is we kind of bait them into double blocking the Hunt Pride, and then we murder them with our instant?
I think if we attack with both, they'll just stick the Goblin in front of, like, they can just trade Freakus Minder for Razor Golem, like block the Cattle War Pride with the Goblin. That's still okay though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's still an okay trade, and I think I'm fine.
Yeah.
Like,
I think we're doing that, and if they just happen to block wrong, then they die.
right.
And Razor Golem will die for his beliefs. Okay.
And at the end, Guilty Conscience didn't do anything.
He kept us from attacking into a 1/1 a few times.
Yeah, it did. It actually did stuff.
Here comes the aperture again.
They're getting land heavy enough that they can actually start double spelling, like playing a spell and activating
Right?
the
This
aperture.
is where they start to actually like stabilize and maybe squeeze.
Oh no!
Oh crap!
The worst tapper ever printed, but
I mean,
Yeah,
5
that
in,
ain't gonna
5 out.
matter. I think it is time to crack our land, and then I guess hope we get
Anthem off the top.
Anthem. Yeah.
actually we have 3 attacker. Yeah, we look for Anthem. No, we got Forest.
Okay. I looked, but I didn't find it.
Yeah,
It's somewhere in the forest still.
What forest did they give us for our deck building? Is that M11? M19.
Oh.
And they gave us the most recent bakes. Okay. Well,
I'm killing their tapper.
you're forcing it to block. Yeah, that seems fair.
That's like.
And we might. Do we use Swift Justice to keep our War Pride around?
No, that doesn't work. We have to attack with just the Hunt Pride, or else they because this doesn't say.
Right. And yeah, it just blocks this turn. Doesn't necessarily.
Yeah,
mean...
I'd probably use Swift Justice to keep my War Pride around.
That sounds good. Then we intentionally deal all of the damage to Loxodon Mystic to gain as much life as possible.
Yeah.
That's a trick you have to learn when playing against Death Shadow. If your creature has trample, assign all of the damage to Death Shadow.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a trick a lot of people had to learn in the last few years.
That's
For
nonsense.
Because for those in the chat, because damage happens and then instantly, and because Death Shadow is a state-based effect, if you deal damage to Death Shadow with trample and then deal the remaining damage to your opponent, the lowering of your opponent's life total will make Death Shadow bigger and thus survive the trample damage. So, deal all of the damage to Death Shadow. Why didn't they tap? Because it did not have haste.
Yeah, it came into play and was not able to activate this turn. So
we need them to flip lands off their aperture a few times.
I guess one thing we have is a life total of 22 and a 13-card deck from our opponent. Like,
yeah.
If we could just beat every card they play, I suppose.
Shoutouts to Burden of Guilt.
Whew.
Okay, so that...
Sanctuary. That still counts as their land for the turn, though, right?
Yeah.
Yep, it does. Oh my god.
It's fine.
It's good though.
It's fine. We attack and we deal 2 damage to them.
Yeah, we can play Ivory Golem and win. We have more.
Oh man, that doesn't target. That's kind of sweet. Yeah, maybe it is impossible for them to win a game of Magic. You're just there to stall.
That was why they went into the voice of the provinces.
It's had to have anything.
They're
Like
a
that
lot more white than I thought. Like,
Same.
look at this. How did they ever plan to cast their
Oh,
goblin?
God. What is
They
this?
decide.
Oh, God.
That's just how Sanctuary goes. Oh no, Petrodon. That's a giant creature. They're going to get rid of 2 of
Okay.
our lands and just have a big. They're going to have a 5/6 that can become a 7/6.
Yeah. What's this double red? Their splash is double red?
Now, though, their entire game plan is around the aperture. They just don't plan to cast any of their spells. They just plan to cast them at random.
Alright, just give it to me off the top. Give me the anthem.
Anthem.
No, we have Goblin Piker.
I mean, that would be enough to be lethal if I could swing in, so...
Yeah, so that's... So the standoff continues.
God, do I want a mountain in the deck?
Against this opponent, perhaps. Although it doesn't...
Like to make Petrodon not able to block and then we win?
Yeah. I would want a Gruul Guildgate.
It makes this 1 card better at the cost of possibly making a whole lot of other cards worse.
That's why it's a weird...
Oh no.
Shit.
That means they get this flickered.
So they get a human, and also our Burden of Guilt goes away. Now Ivory Giant doesn't even do it. So our new goal is to not die in 9 turns.
That was so much better last turn. Put that on Hunt Pride.
That trades with the Petrodon, and then creates a green permanent, but doesn't create a multicolor permanent.
There's no reason to concede this game. Our opponent is like, they could lose in 4 turns if they keep aperturing.
Yeah, if they keep aperturing, they can't kill. Their flyer does not represent enough of a threat. If they started going on the all offense, like the Goblin starts attacking, then
Like,
maybe.
what are the other red cards in their grave there? What the hell was that about?
Tormenting Voice and then Chartooth Cougar, which has Mountain Cycling.
Yeah. So the Cougars is.
Voice. They have almost no red. Oh, okay.
They have Plateau though.
Oh my
I guess that
god.
makes it make more sense.
I'm sorry, this is a foil plateau.
It's a foil plateau. Oh no, Obzidot's aid for their tapper.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Yeah, they've been drawing. They apertured a whole bunch, so they're down. So
I doubt they're gonna do that much anymore. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Uh-huh. Petrodon does not have trample, so the 1/1s will be able to block.
Oh shit, did they? Damn it.
They realized.
Oh no.
The other thing is, if they flipped a non-instant, it would just.
It would just stay on the top of their library, right?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Like, it just says reveal the top card. It doesn't say.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know, Subterranean Shambles.
Yikes.
Wow.
All our tokens, huh?
Crushed.
No, not all of our tokens. All of our creatures except for the one that's getting tapped. They didn't tap it, though. Okay, we're completely dead now.
We need lightning bolt.
Yeah, where's
We need
literal
lightning
bolt? Oh, please crack that clue.
Soon. Oh,
Well, speaking of cracking a
goodness.
clue. Well, something. Okay. So 7, 8, 9, 10. They pay the echo. If they pay the echo, that buys them a damage. No, they have Rakdos Cluestone, so they have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. They could have put us to 1 if they had tapped the Watch Wolf.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So I've not been
Cool.
impressed by the quality of our opponent's deck, but I have been impressed by Temporal Aperture.
Yeah, that basically did it.
Yeah. Pro White did a pretty good job of holding things off, too.
Yeah, the Goblin was
Yeah.
pretty good.
So I'm here because I want to see more of their deck.
Yeah,
Like, my God.
like that.
Alright, we know they have 5 mana and destroy target creature.
Okay, so we learned that both Naturalize and
God,
the other
exile. Exile.
one,
Yeah.
Exile.
I don't think we have any way to stop that.
Not Exile,
Well,
no.
the thing is that it's exile is non-white. Like, so
Yeah,
like
Oh, wow.
against
They got-
almost all of our creatures, it fails.
yeah, they got the 1. So do we want Relic Crush just to kill Aperture at any cost?
Like, I kind of like it because they have that other enchantment,
Guilty
the
conscience.
Guilty Conscience.
Yeah, they have Guilty
And,
Conscience.
like, you
yeah.
might be able to nug a Cluestone also, you know? Like,
And
Yeah.
Naturalize maybe too, or is that over?
I mean, if you want the Naturalize instead of that, I could accept it.
What do we not
Just
want?
being cheaper.
Ivory
Ivory Giant.
Giant's weird.
They
It could
had
be-
they had a lot of white creatures.
They did have a
That's
fair
the
amount of
thing.
white creatures.
That's really the only
Like, the powerful thing is that it lets me tap the dumb
the pro white guy. Yeah.
pro white creature, which we have no way of dealing with in our deck. It's like,
Now we don't bring in the Haunted Angel because of they've shown a fair amount of kill spells. Yes.
make our mana base slightly worse.
Sweet.
That should cost us a game.
I'm fine with that. I'm willing to die for my
No,
beliefs.
we'll get him.
Let's just curve them to death.
Damn it.
I almost summoned it.
Like I looked at this hand and again I was looking for that memorial, but
Nope.
okay.
Well, okay. You know what? This is good.
Yeah.
We might be playing.
It's significantly closer to curving them to death than
Mm-hmm.
the other ones.
So we need planes and a. Whoa.
The Sore Temptation.
That's extremely good on Useful Night. We have 3 plays before we find our 3rd land.
That's-
And if we.
I'm gonna trust in that. That feels greedy, but because we have 3 plays.
Yeah.
Oh man! I know a weird trick we can do. Oh man.
Tell me your weird trick.
Man, what do you got?
You can activate Split Tail Miko on targeting Guilty Conscience.
Ha!
So that it won't kill the creature it's attached to. That said, we could do that much later. For now, we can just play a piker. Opponent's just casually starting with their plateau.
Yep.
All right.
Hey.
Yep. Perfect mana forever.
Let's
rock.
Crunch.
My friend is an elephant. I call him Elephant. He's Elephant the elephant. He shoots butterflies up and you catch them with a little net.
Are you playing the... Oh.
Felidar Guardian.
They're gonna move the guilty.
The guilty conscience.
It's probably actually fine. Like what? They have to stick their cat in front of it, and then we end up with an elephant.
Well, it'll as soon as it deals combat damage to them, the guilty conscience will kill it.
Unless
we play the split tail Miko. In which case, the next time we attack, we can do the one weird trick. In which case, yes, they would have to put the Felidar Guardian in front of it. It's kind of worth playing the Miko out first, anyways, just to get more creatures in play for the Glorious Anthem.
a bit of worry about that deal 1 damage to everything on the ground, but not enough to not make the play I made there. Like, I can just play Anthem and counter that card hard next turn, so...
Hopefully we draw a land, preferably plains, so that we can do everything we want. Well, that's close enough.
Is it? Because we no longer have the prevent damage trick.
Yeah.
Yes, I think we just play Anthem and pass.
I think we play Anthem and attack with 2 creatures.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Also, I agree on that. Then next turn we get to like Fierce Empath for Razor Golem. Or Spectral Forces 5.
Yeah, this is the greatest sadness is that we can't Empath for Spectral Force.
Okay. Honestly, maybe I should have just been attacking with this Bant Sureblade.
Yeah, just accept the big amount of damage we do.
Hey! Nice try, asshole. I have a Glorious Anthem.
So you have to Miko to screw things up. Let's see how their blocks go. Because if they block the Youthful Knight with both...
Here it comes!
Here it comes. And when the Guilty Conscience trigger goes on the stack, then they will see my power.
Okay, and then we prevent the next
now
damage that would be dealt to any target this turn.
Yeah, this works differently from the rune. We have to target.
It's the thing dealing and receiving the damage. So in this case,
actually, Guilty Conscience is what deals the damage. It's weird.
What? Guilty Conscience deals that much. Oh my god.
Wow.
That is very weird.
Anyway, we got to one weird trick our opponent to hell there.
So now they're at 7.
And they're like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
So yeah, I think...
Unless you want to suspend Ivory Giant, which...
It's not in our deck.
we took it out.
The Golem is good here. I like it's a 4/5 Vigilance.
Oh yeah, Anthem.
Yeah.
The Coddle's good, but if we don't draw land, then the Coddle's not that good.
So I'm really surprised they didn't block with Subterranean Shambler on the last turn, because that would have
done something.
Yeah.
Oh man, it entered and left and then dealt damage.
Yep.
What a powerful dude.
It is a good card. Just
like, again, 1 toughness, 1 toughness, 1 toughness, 1 toughness, but we
have the bug fix.
All right, come on, kill this. Kill this.
Nope, it's just a 4/4.
Okay. Okay, I want to draw a multicolored permanent.
That would be best. Do you want to attack with all creatures? Okay, maybe not the split tail, but we could maybe just attack with everybody. No, maybe not. Well, do we attack with Fierce Empath or not? Because we attack with Useful Knight, we have to use the Swift Strike to save it when they block with the Chartooth. No, we have the Miko in play. Combat is hard.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
Yep. I'm going to... So one thing is we can't Swift Justice, Sureblade, and then save it.
Yeah. We have to play quickly.
Let's let them trade with this. Well, I'd love take 6. Okay.
Okay, so their guy dies. We get an elephant. Looking pretty grim for our opponent.
So, do you have Wrath of God?
Was that in the 4 cards that we did not see out of your deck?
Right.
Are you going to play Temporal, Aperture, and Aperture into Cryptic Command? Or Sleep?
Oh my god. I have a bunch of green cards or some shit.
Well...
Oh, heck.
Oh my god.
That's deal 3 to all.
They shouldn't.
They let us untap it. They should not have let us untap.
Yeah, that was a mistake, I think.
Because now I can use Miko to save something.
Yeah, they have to... Are they dead here?
No, they can block the Razor Golem and...
Then take 4 and...
Well, they also take the damage from Crypt Rats. Okay,
yeah.
It doesn't actually, like, stop any damage. That one, it's fair sight better.
Yeah, low on clock makes Inspired Charge somewhat better. They're also kind of dirtily, so just doing that with 3 creatures in play might be worth doing.
Sweet.
And I'm thinking about putting the Ivory Giant back in. But our opponent's much more white than we thought.
Yeah.
I thought they were pretty dang white.
Okay, what about Haunted Angel as far as, like, just getting there goes?
I wouldn't be hateful about that. We can also, if we are planning on just lowering the curve, then, like, maybe Naturalize is better than Relic Crush.
Sure.
Yeah. Could even do some, like, surprise, your guilty conscience goes away before you think it should. So,
like, do it on blocks.
Right.
Block step, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, can we get a...
Yeah, seeing Brass Talent Chimera is always a bit of fun. You know, just something to spice up your sideboarding experience.
You just see it.
Well, you know, first we could sacrifice it to give a +2/+2 counter.
Okay, this looks like a hot start.
Holy smokes. Turn 2.
Once again, Memorial Glory showing that it's not planes.
They actually put us on the play. That's how dirtily they are.
Wow.
That seems like a mistake when we're down on the clock. Oh no, that bodes poor. Okay, so they have a Mer Mountain, but...
A Mer Mountain?
That mountain also gets them their red.
It's also a mermaid.
Or actually a plains, because it's plateau, because their
Oh,
deck
yeah.
has
Oh my
plateau
god,
damage.
right. That's why they're doing the whole cougar thing in the first place.
Okay, I can respect that.
Yeah, I like that.
That one only costs 1 red to be able to play, so that makes some sense.
So we're just... I think we're just busting heads.
Yeah. It's a good plan.
It's actually the plan we need.
This is what we call the beatdown.
We even have a removal spell. That's the nonsense of this.
Yeah.
Right, if they play like a big blocker or something.
They get to untap a land? Is that worth 3 damage? Like, just...
Now I think it is.
Because we can Burden of Guilt, tap, and play either the Leo Tower or the Militant.
I would play Militant because it's more
power.
damage. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
And like, okay, yes, they could possibly play the Earth Shambler guy. And then I look like an idiot. But...
Well, the thing is here that like the burden doing that leaves us the mana up to tap the burden.
Mm-hmm.
Like
okay. So we just attack with our 3-power guy. No, we can attack with the Gust Cloak Carrier.
We
if they decide to block it, then we can.
They're at 4.
Yeah. So.
They're at 4.
Yep, they're at 4. So decide how to block. If you block the flyer,
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
You die.
Yeah, I'll remove that from combat. That's fine.
I am okay with those blocks.
Hey.
The game has ended.
Don't put us on the play.
Don't put us on the play.
What the hell?
Why did they put us on the play?
I don't know. We've also found out that having a pretty aggressive deck in this format's pretty good because a lot of decks are going to be chaos decks.
Like when you guys said, "Hey, Razor Golem's good," I'm like, "Are you out of your minds?" Like,
no.
Little did I realize.
Well,
so far above the curve for creatures.
Razor Golem was never my jam. I was a Tangle Golem man back in the day.
So one of the things I did early in playing was I bought a couple Rat's Nests precons, got myself some GTAs, and built like mono white Izamaru, like Razor Golem things with double strike GTA deck, and Razor Golem was pretty good in that.
It's still really funny that they sold a precon with Umezawa's GTA in it.
They didn't know.
They didn't know.
All right, this is the final round of this league.
Yeah, and I might have to step out after the first game.
That is all right. I'm glad both of you are around for this. This is like a mess of a.
It was definitely chaos.
This is definitely what it says on the tin. Chaos.
I like how Chaos Draft actually means most cards are worse than you're used. Then a Masters pack comes around, you're like, oh shit!
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Like, everything's good all of a sudden, what do I pick?
Uh-oh.
Now it's a cube pack. Who passed me a cube pack?
So we had a pack of Betrayers, pack of Champions, and then cube pack. It's like, oh, hold on. Like seriously, we went from Alara board, we're like, are we gonna get multicolored cards? And then the next pack's Finks. We're like, Finks, huh?
Sickening. I like how we almost took our opponent to their entire deck. We almost beat all the cards in their whole deck.
Yeah. Well, okay, True Name only could exist in a precon, though. It's not a standard playable card.
No, you print that in standard like hell.
Yeah, only kind of ruined Legacy. Legacy was already, like... I think Delver of Secrets did more damage to Legacy than True Name Nemesis did, but...
Alright. Good.
Yeah, now there's a better Delver of Secrets. How about that?
Well... Terry in quite Delver. Terry's good though.
What? This is fine.
Yeah,
this
okay.
Is capable.
I at first I was like, oh dear, the double green, but because this actually goes down, I don't feel so bad on it.
Plus, yeah, it's only double green if you play it too. If you flip it, you can go Singy.
Singy Vampire.
Yep. So Deathmask Duplicant here.
Ooh.
Hey, Hedron Crawler. He's cute.
Yep. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, since we're not going to be able to get double green, we might as well prepare ourselves for drawing Razor Golem.
Yeah, if we top deck it.
Yeah, I see that. I see that.
Okay.
Wellspring.
Oh my god, we got this artifact player over here. Like they're like, yeah, check out all my plans.
They're gonna Throne of Geth.
Esper artifact.
No. What yet?
Barrier.
Hey,
you
Razor Golem.
You fraud. Now it's gonna. That's awful because now it's gonna be bad for the entire game.
Right, because of Gleaming Barrier on the other
No.
side.
It just means we have to draw Glorious Anthem.
Oh, then it's good.
Or Elephant Guy. That would also make it good.
So
Elephant Guide goes on Youthful Night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then they can block it with their Gleaming Barrier once.
So I'm really impressed by our opponent's artifact deck here.
Yeah,
they're
Naturalize
expert.
and Relic Crush coming in.
Yeah.
Just you
Yeah.
wait.
We
Let's.
can either play 2 cards or play a morph here.
I say let's attack.
Yeah, we definitely attack. They coat with venom and blow us out. Pitfall Trap.
Thump.
That's a good card. So, do we play Leo Tau and Split Tail Miku this turn, or just morph down an Airy Bowmasters?
I want to get the Miko down.
I like 2 plays.
Yeah.
Because we can't flip
Agreed.
up the Bowmasters next turn.
This thing's so expensive on the flip up.
Well,
We can.
we can just raw play it next turn.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
too.
Oh, the Megamorph gives it a counter, but
Yeah, I guess. And then it can attack through the barrier. Maybe.
Yeah, okay. Oh my
Armana's
god!
ooh,
I mean,
Fire Ants.
Fire Ants.
I'm sorry, does this hard counter like half of our deck?
Yes. Oh god, they have Fire Ants. We have no removal in our deck.
Well, like, look at this skeleton here.
That doesn't. Yeah.
Holy.
Oh my god.
So, okay, I want you to know, I've played a lot of Magic. I know a lot of Magic cards. I have seen a lot of Magic cards. I have played a lot of different drafts, a lot of different sets. I ain't ever seen this card in my life.
I have been blessed with knowledge of Fire Ants before, but I know a lot about old weird cards because that was a hobby, just knowing old weird cards.
See, I thought
Land
that
leeches.
I thought I had that as well, but no, I all right, I'm gonna suspend this.
Sounds good.
Okay, we suspend that, and we can like morph down the Bowflex.
And then Miko's just stuck preventing damage, killing Miko.
Yeah, Miko has to protect herself, and then yeah, we might as well.
Yeah. Raises the non-attack.
That gets in.
Mhm. Okay, so now okay.
Yep.
Fire Ants counters half our deck. We're just gonna
It dies to
That
Fire
makes
Ants.
sense.
yeah. So we're just gonna have to use the other half of our deck to win, which is attack with Vulpine Goliath against their old bad cards with no toughness.
The other thing we would love would be that Anthem. My goodness.
Yeah, Glorious Anthem would be a hard counter to the hard counter. Oh god,
Oh, a good card.
a good card out of the shadows.
Discarding Luminous Bonds and Inferno!
Oh no!
Holy shit.
What is...
I love our opponent's deck.
Be dealt to. I really don't like that. I feel like that's templated differently in like different worlds, you know?
Right.
Yeah, we've
The
definitely
next
had.
damage that source would deal, kind of thing.
They have Sky Knight. Oh
Well,
no,
that's
they can.
flying.
Yeah,
They can detain our Miko and
then kill it next turn.
Kill it with the ants.
it'll allow Miko Hatsune to die to the end.
Miko dies to the ants? That's rude as hell. Alright.
Well, yeah. Play of Sky Knight's good, by the way.
I can't believe... At least we can, like, ambush Lee of
Yeah,
Sky
we
Knight.
could potentially surprise it, yeah.
Two doomed men fight each other because they have nothing better to do.
I'm blown away by how much this just...
Oh wait, no, detain wore off.
Oh, okay.
They activated that in the wrong order.
Okay, we really need this morph.
Skywing Haven is good.
Man, fire ants and a bunch of 1 toughness flyers, huh?
Uh-huh. Each other creature without flying.
Okay, so we can allow Miko to die.
I'm fine allowing Miko to die.
And we get ourselves a Spectral Force.
Like, you could have attacked with Miko. That's okay, though.
And then we just activate the ants, I guess.
Oh, it attacked with Miko up
Yeah,
for...
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they can't really block well, right? Like, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you were right.
It's fine. Like this was probably happening in any regard.
My big part there was that I was really wanting to play this and not spend the white on Miko, but I think your plan was
Okay.
Arcbound Ravager. That's why you're so
Okay.
heavy artifact.
That's why they're.
Mycosynth Wellspring.
oh my
Glittering
god,
Barrier
glittering
makes
barrier
a
makes a
treasure.
treasure.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Holy
okay.
shit! Holy shit! Holy
So,
shit!
so Relic Crush.
Yeah,
Yeah. I was talking about boarding in all of our artifact hate. Like
Yeah, agreed at this point. Faithless Looting flashback, because they got a land in their hand that they can discard. Discard plains and mountains, so they drew into some real cards.
So our opponent is a master of having terrible cards accentuate the actually good cards in their pile. So yeah, they're playing Gleaming Barrier. They're also playing Arcbound Ravager.
Now, do I want to take a trade on either of these, or am I just...
Okay, are we winning with flyers or are we winning with big ground creatures?
I think with our hand, it's more ground creatures.
yeah, that's fine.
Plus, the more flyers we remove, the more effectively we can block with our reach creature.
Okay, cool.
So we send in Spectral
How much
Force.
is the Megamorph on our guy? 6?
6.
Okay.
Yeah, 6 for a 4/5.
So I think I'm gonna not play the Goliath then.
We
Are
definitely.
we going to attack with our force?
I believe we are beginning our global force projection.
So weirdly, I'm thinking about not because of timing it around Ivory Giant.
Oh yes, we want to attack with it next turn.
I mean, otherwise I could just go in and that's fine too. That gets 8 damage in, but
I
think it's probably fine to attack with here.
It's probably fine to attack with.
Like trying to like eke out like it being down on the wrong turn or whatever.
It's a good attack this turn.
Yeah, it might be a bad attack.
Know what's gonna happen, right?
Yeah, opponent was playing bad artifacts so they could use their Arcbound Ravager.
Yeah,
okay, they've played 2 bad artifacts and 1 limited playable artifact.
I think Gleaming Barrier does okay for them just because we saw how it... Oh my god!
Keiru!
Straight up Keiru.
Literally.
That's really... That card's very, very good with Faithless Looting.
Yeah.
It's kind of good in general. Okay, that one I'm willing to say is probably not very good.
The Moon Vessel.
Moon Vessel.
Also, they put that into play when they have Fire Ants because they intend to sack it to... Alright.
By the way, reach. Reach for the sky, nerd.
Now, do I want to, like, force the full sack of their board for this?
So, are you okay trading Leo Tau for Gleaming Barrier? And that is 2 cards.
The other thing is I can double block the Ravager.
Could double block the Ravager. Just, like, have the Aven blocked forever next turn. It's just a 2/1.
Well, they'll probably kill this, but... The thing with double blocking the Ravager, too, is that if they, like, sack everything to put it up to 5 to kill something, there's no modular.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they just accept modular into their heart.
And they could sack it to itself to put it on the Moon Vessel. Because
No.
they can attack it.
They'll sack everything but the Moon Vessel, deal 4 damage to this, and then modular the counters, and then Fire Ants.
Alright. Let's see if they're smart and do that. Does that make you not like it then? You could just accept our devouring
I'm gonna devour their flyer.
Let's see if they have a card where... No, they definitely have planes because of the Keiru, yeah.
Yep.
Wait, what the hell was that?
The flyer has discard a card, bounce this card.
Skywing Aven was one of the old Blue-Green Madness enablers.
Oh. I see. And then they just play it again.
Yep.
The Limited All-Star. As a flying creature that's hard to kill. The Moa is a white creature that can attack next turn.
For a lot.
Yeah. Well, for 4
Well,
or
plus
5.
Yeah, +3.
Yes. Yeah, so we can attack for 8 next turn. That's like we attacked with the
With the spectral force.
with the
Yeah.
spectral force. Oh, 9 because we can also attack with a Leo Tau.
Yep. And we'll be able to play Vulpine Goliath on that turn to have like a strong
a blocker.
Ivory Giant ticking down.
The Ivory Giant gets haste when it comes out, by the way.
Yeah, Suspend is a mechanic that secretly applies haste for some reason.
Okay, we're gonna block your flyer.
Yep. If they want to keep discarding cards to save their flyer, I have no quarrels about that.
Looks like they're not this time. Do they have?
That's a little strange.
Yeah, that scares me. Do they have
That means
Inferno again, or like
they
Yeah,
got a
second
flashback
Inferno.
Inferno?
God.
Solar
Blast.
Blast?
They didn't get to cycle it at least. Getting
Wow.
blown out by a cycled Solar Blast sucks. You ever had that happen to you?
Oh my god, I'm really happy that they didn't like
Kill our Bronzebeak Moa?
yeah, kill our Moa. Suspend. Hey, how's it going? Cast it.
Yeah, we have to. The suspend is weird.
Yeah. It's very easy to accidentally not cast your Suspend card on Moto.
Yeah, poor force.
I actually don't think you can decline it. Like,
I'll look at it. I'm pretty sure you don't have to.
okay, so I play Vulpine Goliath, and then Bronzebeak Moa gets +3/+3, and then that attack for 9 becomes an attack for lethal.
You may pay white and exile it with 5 time counters. When the last is removed, cast it without paying its mana. Yeah, so you have to.
So
I remember seeing that happen at some point.
So there was a bug a while back that meant you couldn't cast certain things based on Lodestone Golem being in play or something like that.
Well, I know that if you don't have mana, and like you try to resolve like an Ancestral Visions off of with Athalia in play, but you don't have a mana to tap, then you can't play it.
Okay, so I know we love we love our pumps and all that, but is there any one toughness creature that we can remove?
Honestly, like,
And like,
how about Youthful Knight proper? Or even like, see, Dryad Militant's like a little better because it's on the early here.
We're bringing 2 cards in. We could just take the 2 cards out.
yeah, just say we can't use Youthful Knight and Dryad Militant because of fire ants.
Fire ants.
We can try to get Bant Sureblade
And Moon
to
Vessel.
survive it, and Split Tail Miku, if it's in play first, can protect itself. So we just have attacks.
I was very happy with the Bowmasters in that game. That this card did.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Relic
the
Crush and Naturalize. Let's
Yeah, the Relic Crush was good.
Like,
Yeah, I have got to skedaddle.
All right.
So
Okay.
I will give you.
We'll let you know how this goes. I think you already know how this is going to go.
I hope you cast that Relic Crush, and I hope you don't keep this hand. But on that note,
all right.
Memorial to Glory, not a Plains. Good night, everybody.
This is definitely a keepable hand.
Yeah, no, it totally is.
It's just that freaking Memorial to Glory. But okay, I actually want that on top. Because that means
Yeah,
Razor
let's
Golem
cast
on
the Moa.
4. Oh yeah, and the Moa first, then Golem. Yeah.
Yep. Moa Golem, and like we have Moa and Glory on the battlefield, so. Guys, doing one more after this. That's a good question.
Yes, I will be doing one more after this.
Okay, there you have it.
Nice.
Oh, well, I mean, if we were always getting our glorious anthem, then I guess I feel like a fool. Oh man, it doesn't matter if they have fire ants even this turn.
Yeah.
Well, look at this. It's oh shit.
How big? How many? 3 cards in hand. Okay, just revealed Mirror Moon Vessel. So a 3/3 for 4.
Wait, they went out of their way for a hill giant? Like, is that real?
Thanks, Ryan. Yeah, they went out of their way for Hill Giant. I guess in their deck, like, they just want,
Yeah,
like...
yeah, right. God, like, Relic Crush isn't going to be sufficient for this.
Okay, Faithless Looting. They'll probably discard, like, the Moon Vessel, because it's kind of a blank, but they should be able to find some more real plays. Discard Moon Vessel. Inferno!
That's what they discarded last time.
Yeah.
I guess they think they're never getting up to that amount of mana.
Okay.
Want to chip in for 3? Yeah. Makes sense.
Do I still want to play Moa here?
Maybe not, because Razor Golem gives us the block right away.
Yeah, and is a pretty damn good attacker.
Yeah.
Okay, this should be the last turn that Splittail Miko is down. Okay, a couple cards left in hand. They've still got Faithless Looting if they want to fix it up, which I'm guessing they're going to here. Yep. Alright, Kingdom for Relic Crush, by the way.
Looks pretty saucy.
Yeah.
Actually, I would prefer Naturalize, because we just get to, like...
Knockout Thresher for 2.
Terror something, and that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, you know, the extra target being an 0-1 who taps for mana doesn't sound too exciting.
Okay.
You know what? That's great. It's free. Vigilance.
Yeah, but I'm happy to have some life gain in the pocket for, like, offsetting these attacks. This gets to attack for way too much if we ever want it to.
It's gonna be sweet.
Okay, a lot of mana. They're up to 6.
It's worth noting that Arsenal Thresher is a white creature in case the thing comes up.
Ooh, yeah, this doesn't get tapped by... Maybe that's, like, they're like, oh, yeah, here's what we bring in against Ivory.
Yeah, aha! They found it. They found the way around our Ivory Giant. What on earth?
Okay.
Shit.
Alright. So I thought about using the Splittail Miko to prevent that too, but it's like, okay, what if they have some sort of thing? And I think at this point we should just start using it to stop attacks. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and play Plains, Cluestone, Finks. That'll leave up Miko.
Sounds like a plan.
We get to gain some life back. I've got the unblock ability here. That's fine. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Interesting that they didn't block with the 2/5. That's a free block.
I mean, I accept.
Yeah, we're not holding any tricks.
Yeah, we don't.
There's no possible way it could backfire.
They didn't see how many cards we have in our hand.
Yeah, shh.
Just don't tell them.
Gotta close down. That's fine.
I've had that happen before in real life. I've been like, wait a minute. Cards in hand? And they're like, nah.
I don't know if I believe that's the... Okay, now we've got a really good draw on a...
God, Relic Crush would be so good.
B dealt 2. Wow, they've been waiting for that. Okay.
Parched. We've been parched.
All right. That was like letting me choose which of the two I'd prevented.
I see. Ha! Get out of here!
Crush! Yep.
It's fine block.
Hoofa!
I feel a little fraudulent. Oh no! They could have
Oh.
waited on it and dug their arc, but no.
No.
Arcbound Ravager looks pretty poor when all of your lands are not artifacts, and all of your creatures are also not artifacts, and
So I could have played the Wingsteed Rider and attacked first, but I'm actually trying to use Memorial of Glory for
yeah, what, the onboard surprise?
yeah, abracadabra, you know. If they see 4 and 4 and they they're
okay. That's fine.
Do you want a modular counters on a? Yeah, you can do it. You can just move the counters over to my transit home.
Sweet. Oh my god. The only valid target. Do it.
Just give me the counter, it's fine. Okay, fine.
Oh, rude.
Okay, opponent's at 1. Playing the flyer so that we have a blocker for the Aven.
Last card. Their last card was not Wrath. Man, even Wrath would have been kind of bad.
Right, because we just go ahead and pop our Memorial.
Let it resolve, then pop the Memorial, and they're 2/2/2s.
So I'm glad our first pick was pretty effective.
It was glorious.
Indeed.
There were so many people who had, like, deal 1 damage. Like, wait, one opponent with Fire Ants, one opponent with, like, Earth Shambler, whatever that
Oh my god. So yeah, that's Chaos Draft. I'm going to do one more of these.
Good gravy.
So I am going to take a short break in between here. I'm not going to take the stream down, but I am going to clip the recording and go ahead and just, you know, stretch a little bit. I suggest y'all do that as well.
I'm gonna mute and come back.
All right, so I'll quick do the you know, if you want to catch more of this, you can always follow, see when things are going live. And generally, it's around 7 Central on weekdays or afternoons on weekends. You can always subscribe as well. You can get the cool skull, you get the cool slime, and there will be future emotes as well. I've got one at least planned. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and clip the recording here, and we will be right back with another draft.